I drag my big heavy tired ass over to that fucking long bag, and I do 100
Hmm.
before I leave.
Nice.
I don't want
Uh,
just to toot my own horn. In a year, I've lost 52 pounds.
let's go.
Congratulations, my
That's
nigga.
good shit. That's
I went
good.
from 340 to
Congratulations.
288. That's how
That's
my
good.
Holy
loss.
shit.
Yo, I
That's some
kid
good
you
shit right
not.
there. Yeah.
I kid you not. When I was training Lou, I got him to lose 50 pounds in 3 months.
Yo, I need and I need to do it again.
I
But at
made
least
that
I,
nigga
at
lose
least, at
50
least
pounds
I
in
need to
three
do it
months.
again. But at least I know how. At least At least I know and mastered the trick to do it.
It's
Uh,
possible. It's
Oh
possible.
yeah. Now it's
Anything's
like
The
possible.
biggest thing for me was managing
as soon as I
how
go back to
much
the
I
gym,
ate.
it's gonna be so easy
yeah,
for me to
That
Yeah.
was the big
fucking.
thing, was managing what I ate and how much of it I
portion.
Yeah.
ate.
That's really what it is.
Once you
That's
once you
really
do
what it is,
portion
man.
control and up your
That
activity,
and
Yep,
cardio.
and
That
that's
and
it.
cardio. You do the diet and the
That's it.
cardio, you're fucking good. Like,
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
work in
that's
food
it.
service, so we're not sitting down anyway. So
Um, hmm
but it's different though, cause like with work, because work is so
you,
consistent, your body
your
will.
body gets used to it,
yeah,
man.
you gotta. If you're not, I mean, you gotta sweat. I mean,
It's got to be something
sweat.
that's
Yeah.
raising your
Just
elevating your heart.
go on the treadmill, start off small,
I
and yo, I
I will.
shit you not. I started off on the treadmill. I could not do more than like 10 minutes at like what speed was I going?
I,
I don't even
I tell
remember the
people to do
speed.
it.
I don't even
I
remember the
tell people to
speed.
do incline walks.
But I went from that, and then in 2 months, I fucking was jogging on a point five or maybe a one incline jogging, or close to I did the 5 mile mark straight for 50 minutes nonstop. Like, and
That's
I
good.
managed that in just 2 months of just cardio.
Uh,
Like,
uh,
and
But I
yeah,
took I took
that's
I
what it's
took
really do.
that helped me lose so much weight was the diet change
Uh,
and the tread. I would mix it up. I do a little bit of treadmill and I would do like half treadmill and then half stairmaster.
yeah.
had that
That's
man
what
on metric bars and fucking salmon. That boy
everything.
shredded up, boy. Remember when I still got
Yeah,
that video when I took you outside.
Matt put me on his diet, and I was like, okay, well, I know what diet works for me. Like,
Uh,
when it comes to
eat.
losing weight, because
uh,
this man was just like water, low
That's it.
sodium,
Water, no salt,
low
no
carb. Don't even
sugar.
try don't carb
Don't
up
even don't
until
even look
like
at bread.
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Don't even look at a
don't
carb,
Just
nigga.
don't carb
smell it.
up until like don't carb up. He's like don't carb up until like Sunday. Do it once a
Mhm.
week.
you get to have
Um,
potatoes, nigga, and some rice. That's it.
I tell you what, I appreciate it made me
you start
appreciate
you start to you start to love some
eh,
potatoes.
yo,
Woo!
it definitely made me appreciate them some days. But here's the funny thing,
Hmm.
because he Matt wasn't kidding when he was like, because I would be like, man, is this shit there's nothing you just crave anymore? Matt was like, no, man, that goes away. I'm like, no way. I'm like, really?
Mhm.
Yo,
Yeah,
I was like, after like a month and a half, or not even, maybe it was
yeah, yeah.
about a month, it was a month to a month and a half. I went from craving like the shit I used to, all the sugary shit, the salty shit, the chips, all the shit that fucking I love. Um, I went from I went from like craving that to looking at it and just walking away like it wasn't there. It was
Mhm.
gone. It was
Yeah,
gone.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was
I thought
gone.
that was crazy. I thought that was a myth. I thought
yeah.
that was a myth. I
But
thought like you'll
Gone.
still get
It
that
was
craving
uh,
It's
crazy.
afterwards.
habits.
it's
It's all
because when you
habits.
once
It was
the
crazy.
everything that you eat, when I mean according to your body, when your body breaks it down, it's all molecules. So basically, when your body it changes, like when you take it out of that homeostasis, which is pretty much like a level playing field, like you always eat the same foods, you give it the same sugars, where you deny your body that for at least 2 to 2.5 weeks, you've achieved a new homeostasis. You know what I mean? So your body is like, okay, all of the sugar that I'm used to having at this level, I don't have it. So now we're gonna adjust. Because your body is basically trying to survive. It just sees every change that you do into it as a new environment to survive in. So when you get it used to like, okay, we're not going to have this amount of carbs, we're not going to have this amount of sugars, we're not going to have, and you consistently do that, it won't it won't ask you for it anymore because it doesn't
Right.
expect it.
Fucking and
But
then
you just have to reach that level
and
of
then the rare
expectation.
like the rare times I really did want to like just chill and snack on something. Like if I was like I'm like, I'm gonna relax today, I'm gonna watch Netflix, I still ate a healthy like in
Mhm.
comparison, like when I wanted to like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have a bag of Cheetos, but not just any bag of Cheetos. I went and I grabbed the baked bag of Cheetos and I would have that.
No.
Like even when I snacked, I still snacked healthy as
Uh,
fucking possible.
it's really funny if you deny yourself
And baked
like
Cheetos ain't that
like
bad now.
sugars, if you deny
Like,
yourself sugars for
They're not.
about 2 months, and then you go and you drink like your
Listen.
normal thing that you normally used to drink, it'll be so
Yeah.
potent and
When
so
I
overwhelming
when I
for you that you'll be
when I
like,
came
I can't even
when I
finish
came
it.
home from when I came home from basic training, because we weren't allowed that coffee, nothing. No
Hmm.
coffee, no sugar, no sweets, no nothing. I was going to bed at like with toes on the line hit. I was going to bed like at 9 o'clock, up at 4, 3, whatever time I had fucking firewall. Like you. By the time I came home and I had my first cup of coffee, that shit tasted like I was like having anxiety attacks. Like I was like having
Right.
anxiety. I was like jittery too much because I hadn't had sugar in so fucking long.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's
put your
fucking
Mhm.
body. That
crazy,
shit almost put your body in shock. That shit was like,
bro.
what
I
the
was like,
Yeah.
why? Like, I couldn't stop. Like I had a cup of coffee. I was like, I couldn't stop moving all of a sudden. I was like, all day. I was like, why am I so jittery?
Yeah.
Fucking one cup of coffee.
Yo,
It's
for
crazy.
real.
All
The
that
cra-
stuff.
the, the craziest shoot when I was on. I think the craziest I ever the craziest I ever ate, and it was only whenever I would like go on a date. Shoot, it would be like pizza. That'd be like the craziest thing I'd like. That'd be as far as I go. If I was gonna like eat outside my diet, I had a pizza.
Oh, shit.
For
You know,
me, it's sushi. That's mine right now.
sushi.
It's sushi.
See, sushi.
Mm.
Sushi was like when carb eating when the day came to eat carbs, like sushi was my go-to.
Sushi's my go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
still got the
All right.
video of me training you outside, Lou.
Yeah.
We did that Muay Thai slash cardio training in Carando, that park.
Well, that's up on Instagram too, right? Yeah. I remember that.
Uh, no,
I
I
thought
got it on my phone.
oh, it's on your phone. I could have
Hmm.
swore you posted it to
I got it.
Instagram. I remember you
I
post. I
got
could have swore you posted it on Instagram.
I put it on my
uh,
story, but it's not like permanently on
Oh, it
Instagram.
was on the story. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah,
was.
it's on my story.
like I said, I got it. Don't worry, I got the footage.
Oh yeah, I got the footage still.
Yo,
That boy was like hanging on to their life, like fuck. He went through it
Yeah.
though. He finished it.
Man, shit. I couldn't believe it. 2 months. I was like 2 months. I lost like 40 fucking 5 pounds.
I tell people all the time, you want to get in shape and you want to learn something, you want to do something exciting,
Mhm.
go box, go kickbox, go
Yep.
train, go fight, go punch something, go kick something, go strangle something.
Yeah.
For real.
Actually, it's funny, but you knows how I felt the first day back at Muay Thai, because I had him doing the
Mhm.
same like teep, but off of like a trash can. And by the
Yeah,
time he got to like the third set, because we would basically we jump rope and
yeah.
then we jog like a quarter mile in a quarter mile circle, and at the end of that we go through teeps. By the time he got to
Hmm.
like the second set, his legs was barely coming up like to hit the top of
Jello,
the trash can,
Jello,
yo. It's
shaking like a stripper. His
just
legs are just shaking.
burning. Legs is burning and shit.
This used to kill me. It's a love. Yo, I gotta say, when we used to teach, when I was teaching out in Queens and shit, we had the circuit training. We used to teach because I used to teach MMA out in Queens. When we were teaching the circuit training, we used to have to doing all that shit, and we used to have doing the push-ups. And when the arms get tired, we used to be, oh, look at them, he's shaking like a stripper. Because I the arms start shaking and shit. Yeah, you can't hold
Yeah,
yourself up. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
there you go. His legs get weak. Oh man,
Good shit
good
though.
times.
Good times, man.
Fucking
Oh damn, it's fucking sore throat. All right.
oh
Um.
shit. Let me get my book.
All right. Let's move this. Let's move this. It's
Yeah,
last
yeah.
we
Let's
left
kick it off.
off.
Let's kick it off. Yeah, let's kick it
Last we
off.
left
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
we had Lucian at the
Ah, a little.
at
I'm
Fair
good. All
Fortune
right.
Hall,
Yeah,
Right.
starting shit.
Starting shit with Cullen and the
popping
gang.
all the shit in Faerun to freaking Cullen and his gang.
Who?
And
Do I know the guy, the tall guy that stood up behind uh Cullen and them to watch what was going on? You described him, right? He was interested, I guess, in what I was
oh, there was
saying.
a there was a there was a there was a sun elf and that was like watching what was going on
Got you.
with
All right.
his little group of like yeah groupie. Um,
I still have that message stone, right? From that we got from old boy.
you got the what?
The message stone that what was it? I think we got it from the faceless one. It was with the whip. I didn't take the whip. I think
Oh,
Ross took the whip, but I
the
took
you
the
talking about
message stone.
the bird token?
Is it a bird token that
Yeah, it was well, there was a
that
token.
sends a
There
message?
was a feather. There was a feather. There are two magical feathers.
Yeah,
One was the whip, and one was bird.
for the right for the
The bird
messaging,
was
right?
his messaging one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Um.
I don't know who
All
claimed
right.
that. Was that you that claimed it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know. I was
Yeah.
like, who's claiming this shit? Is it even still in here? Hold up. 'Cause I
Yeah.
remember leaving it on the treasure thing, but
Uh.
okay. Roth wanted to take the whip, but he didn't. I think he changed his
Yeah.
mind.
He took the whip. Yeah.
Well, no, he changed his mind. He said leave it. All right,
Uh.
then you got the
Oh,
bird.
okay.
I don't know who wants the whip, but somebody could take that. Yeah, he put back he put back the elixirs and the feather token.
Oh.
He was gonna claim it, but
Mm,
he had a message in WhatsApp saying, "Nah, I'll put it back."
all right. Well, bet I'm ready. What was the guy's name again? What was his name again? That's trying to get me to leave.
Oh, Maravin.
Mervin. Okay.
Yeah, so
All
it's
right.
Maravin, Cosmo,
So
and
I was saying something to Cullen before I was leaving. All right. He was like, "Oh, let's get out of here." Right.
yeah,
Am
'cause
I?
he had
He hit me with the
so
charm, and then
he
I'm like,
hit you with the charm. He was like, "Come on, let's head on out." But
right.
you weren't willing to want to go out. So
Because
I have to we got to roll a post charisma check.
I got beef with Cullen. So
So roll 1d20 plus charisma plus 4. Yeah, plus no, plus 5, right? Yeah, because of the cloak.
plus 5, plus 5, plus
And I got to
do I get
roll
any of those bonus?
Maravin.
Do I get any other bonuses for that, or
No, just the charisma.
just straight charisma?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh boy,
There's a very, very small chance he convinces you.
it is. It is. Woo.
He got almost you almost considered it, but you couldn't let it. You were like, no, you couldn't let it go. So
I get the.
you didn't have to move out of the you didn't
All right.
you didn't have to
So
listen to him
I'm
and
gonna.
leave the establishment. You're still in there.
All right, bet. So with that, Lucia's like, Mervin, nah, man, nah, bro, nah. You're my right hand man, nah. Because I still think he's a friend, though, right?
Yeah, you think he's a trusted friend. You take his
I think
words to
it,
heart. You take his
I
words to
think
heart. You take it to
I
heart.
take his
Yeah,
word for it.
yeah.
I say, you know how I feel about this bitch, Cullen. I'm not going nowhere. Bando, come here. And he starts calling over to Bando.
Bando walks on over. He's
It's
like,
like Bando.
seems we have the
It's like
trouble.
that.
What's going on here? Cullen, you
It's
starting
like
something
he's like,
again, huh?
yo, you know how I feel. You know, I don't want to say it's anything going on, but my best friend Mervin here, right? You know Mervin, right? Right, Bando?
Yeah, I'm aware
We
of
we go
Mervin.
back. We go back a long way, right?
And he's like,
Listen,
I'm also aware of Mervin's interesting talent. Mervin just he's looking at Bando.
what 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 talent's that?
Oh,
So
He's like is it the way he slips the Mickeys in people's drinks? Is
excuse
that
me?
talent? that that talent? Lucia says the bando. The way he slips potion Mickey's into people's
he's
drinks.
like, oh, that seems to be a new talent. Is that something you witnessed?
I mean, we just we just saw it over here. I mean, it surprised the hell out of me. It was amazing.
It just
My
gets
man
better.
Mervin, my man Mervin is fucking crazy with it. Sleight of hand or some other shit like I never seen. But I just got this eye. I
Cullen
can't help it.
Cullen goes, you see him like get behind Mervin and he like leans over
Hey, hey,
into his
hey,
ear.
hey, hey. You see Lucia stop. Lucia looking color like, hey, don't you can't talk to my best friend like that.
Mervin's like, it's all right, Lucian. You know what? Why don't you have another drink on me?
Yeah,
Uh,
roofie you up, son.
but I wasn't drinking, so remember I'm faking
Oh,
being
okay. Oh,
drunk.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, well, why don't you go have a? He's like, why don't you have a drink on me while I deal with
Hmm,
Cullen?
hmm. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't like color, man, and I don't like you hanging out with color. My boy is you're my boy. You wouldn't hang out with color like that.
He's like, well, I've known him for quite a while. I'll be able to convince him to.
Bando, what talent did you say?
Bando. Bando looks at Mervin. He's like, when do you plan on letting him go off this charm? And
Charm.
Mervin looks at Bando like, just gives him this look like, and Cullen's like, let's just go. Get out of here. I lost. We'll spend this money somewhere else. Place is starting to stink anyway.
Oh, it's been stinking since you walked in the fucking room, Cullen. I told you that. You smell like pussy. You know that. And Lucius stands up. He walks over to Cullen and he bumps into him and slaps him. He fake stumbles again, stumbles all into Cullen and Mervin. And can I see how much money did I see how much money he had?
Mm.
You slide a hand, yeah,
Yeah,
you
can
can
I
slide
slide
a
a hand
hand,
that shit?
Cullen, yeah.
Yeah, let's slide a hand that shit. And Lucia pulls the classic bump and snatch.
Bump and snatch.
Yeah, this guy Lucia trolling them hardcore, son, and gonna steal from them too. Serves him right.
Yeah, 16.
He got himself some new gold chain.
16. Um, so as you're attempting to pick one of the pouches that he had on, alongside on his belt, it felt as if there was a little coin in there, but also like something else. That making the pouch a little, give it a little weight in there. You almost had
I
it
didn't get it.
until Cullen. Um, Cullen, you see his face grow furious, and he's like, um, he looks at Lucian. Um, he's like, you filthy thief.
Thief?
He
Whoa,
he
whoa,
said,
whoa!
hey,
And Lucian bluffs.
roll a
Lucian,
roll a sense motive.
uh, can I bluff to calm him down?
Well, the bluff wouldn't to be to calm him down. That'd be a diplomacy check.
The beef,
But before you do that,
diplomacy. Oh,
I
okay,
need you to roll a sense
that's one.
motive.
Got you. Got you. I don't like the way these dice are sticking, but
6. You sense he's about to hit you. Like he's about to
he's cocking. He's
unarmed
cocking.
strike you. Like his arms like.
Uh,
Mm.
can I attack first,
Yeah, I guess
or
I'd say roll initiative.
can I roll? Can I do slam?
Can do what? You sense that
Vampiric slam.
you sense he's ready to attack,
I
and that's a matter of
right.
who's gonna react faster. So roll initiative.
All right. Gunslinger does eat. Come on,
So,
gunslinger shit.
so if that sense motive was low, then he could have been like sucker punch, right? If he failed his
Yeah,
sense motive.
yeah. He failed his sense. If you failed to see it coming, he would have
Oh,
been he would have been sucker punched. So you got 23. All right, you're first. You're able to react before he's able to fully connect.
Mm. Um, do I shoot him in the bar? Actually,
oh.
fuck yeah, I shoot this nigga. Lucian laughs. Lucian smiles because he sees it cocked back. He goes, Lucian smiles. And he goes, "That's what I wanted." And he pulls out the pistol and puts the pistol right to his finger, right to Cullen's finger, and pulls the trigger in the middle of the bar.
You'll get the guards called on us, on you.
He was defending himself.
Self-defense.
Well, it's whoever gets hit first. It looks like you're striking first.
Does it look like I'm striking first? uh,
I mean, he's raising his arm trying to connect. Just that
it's okay. All right.
Putting you to sleep.
Let me see something. It doesn't look like a threatening enough motion.
what's
You look like
gonna
the Hulk
I
right
mean,
now.
well, yeah, like
He's
an
he's
attack is
raging.
coming, but if you go first, if you attack
Mm.
first, it's gonna be you attacking first. It's how it's gonna look. Yeah.
Ah, Lucius smarter than that. Lucius played the game. Lucius played the game. I'm gonna
The good news is if he knocks out one of the fangs, it'll probably just grow back up, you know. So,
nah, he's gonna unarmed strike. Can I 5 foot away and he miss? Or would he have to
Then he would 5 foot up, and
5 foot up? Mm.
you could
Mm.
total defense. You could do something. Yeah. I mean,
Not the
or you could ready an
defense.
action. You could ready an action.
Uh, can I ready an action to shoot him after he punches me?
Yeah. Yeah. You could draw your.
Maybe shoot him in the leg.
You
Maybe
could
shoot
draw
him
his
in the leg.
pistol.
Got a lot of decisions here. A lot of decisions here.
Yeah,
Oh, wait a minute.
you could draw your pistol as a move action, and then ready in action to just shoot after he attacks.
Hmm. How do I play this? Bet. I'm gonna ready in action and draw the pistol after he hits me.
Hmm.
I'm not I'm not gonna pull it. I'm not gonna pull the trigger though.
That's
Can I
yeah. Well, you wouldn't be able
can
to
it be,
this not this turn anyway. Not this round. You wouldn't.
not this turn?
You
So I have
if
to in
yeah,
order
if
to
you
go first, I have to go first.
you would you would have in order for you to attack after he attacks, you would have to have the
Alright, you know what?
you would have to have the
Can
weapon
I
out already. Like otherwise, if you ready in action to draw, you draw as a move action. So
Unless you got quick draw.
you'll yeah, unless you have quick
right,
draw. But you'll draw the
right.
weapon
I
and then
don't
he
not not this level.
and then he goes again and then it will go
Hmm,
back to you.
right. You know what? Can I intimidate him actually? Actually I'll do that. I will when he cocks back, actually, that's what I'm gonna do. When he cocks back to draw
Mm,
the pistol, when he cocks back his hand, you see Lucian
mm.
I draw the pistol. Like that'll be my I mean, because I have first attack, right? I don't necessarily have to shoot him.
Yeah, you draw the
Can I just
pistol and then standard action demoralize him. Yeah. Roll
Mm,
right? And
mm.
I'll stand it action demoralize him. And I'll
You
say
got
Lucian draws a pistol, puts the pistol to his face. He puts the
you
pistol
got
to his face and he's like
all right, roll intimidate plus
you got plus two.
and he's like
plus 2 plus
plus two to
12?
the intimidation.
No, plus 12.
Yeah, it's plus two to the intimidation with the
DM will probably give you a plus two circumstantial bonus to intimidate if you bear out those fangs. Like,
Oh, it's
you
not
know,
even plus it's not even plus 12, it's plus 14. 14.
yeah, plus with the allure,
Yeah, it's plus
right?
14.
With the allure, with sorry, I'm looking at and come on, baby, my baby,
Damn. Yeah,
get him, Lucian.
he's shaking.
Lucius. Lucius
Get him,
smiles
Lucian.
and he goes,
He is shaking.
he's like, he's like, you have to be a lot quicker than that. What have I told you? And he smiles. And Lucian taps the barrel on his forehead and backs slowly out of the room. He holds it. He backs slowly up out. He backs slowly away, like, hold up. And back slowly, I'm taking like 30 feet away from him across the room. And then you
All
see
right,
Lucian
so as soon as
smile.
he's he, he
He smiles. Can I bluff? No, I can't bluff because he's shaking. Right.
so you back away from him pulling out your pistol, you intimidate him. You can you can see that he looks shaken, but he you can see that like the veins popping on his forehead. You see his muscles. You see the veins popping up all around his muscles as he flexes and he charges straight at Lucian. And then he roars,
Mm,
raising up his fist. As he roars, um, and he enters his controlled rage, he can make an intimidate check. So he's making.
Mm,
mm.
duel of wills over here. Oh shit!
Success to intimidate.
Yikes.
He's got you both got each other. You both got each other pretty shook. Pretty shook. Like it was such a primal scream that came from him as he's
Yes,
rushing, and you were taken aback by like the fact that
they're
he
about
even
to have a
charged.
moment.
Like whoa, like this guy's
They're,
crazy.
they're about to have a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Boondock
And
style.
what's his total attack? Um, uh, uh, yeah. What's your
Mm,
armor class? Your armor class is
they got That dude of will, man. That clash of personality right there.
Uh, my
20.
armor class.
20. Okay.
Yes, 20.
20. He's got a plus.
Good thing you went
He
first,
get no hit.
because you're not flat-footed since you went first.
Right. He don't get no minuses or nothing before
He's got
the
a -2 because
being shaken.
being shaken. Yeah.
Being shaken. Okay. Nothing else.
He swings and you dodge the attack.
And Lucius smiles. This is the what he wanted. He wanted him to swing first. And Lucius takes the gun and points it right at his finger. he
What the
puts it
fuck?
right at his he points it right at his hand, point blank, fires the gun right into his fucking hand
Ooh.
and tries to blow his hand off.
So you making a cold shot?
Yep.
Don't don't roll a one. You might hit an innocent bystander. Crowded
Oh
area.
god. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, I should,
This guy hits an innocent kid or something.
no, I roll a one. The gun just blows up in my hand. The gun just blows up in my hand.
Be like, oh shit, you shot Brom. What is Brom doing there disguised again?
For real, what's
Up to no good.
that dude not even supposed to be in this tavern, underage ass.
You know he's trying to steal some
All right.
wine to impress some girl somewhere.
All right.
know.
Make
That nigga's a
a
minor.
make your attack with a -5 penalty. Touch attack. So what do you got? +8, +9 because of point blank. So it'd be
Yeah.
+4.
Plus the charisma, plus focused aim.
Well, I'm talking the
The
attack
grip.
bonus. Just the
Okay.
attack bonus. So +4 total.
+4.
Let's
Baby.
see. Let's see if Lady Luck
Let's,
favors you.
let's get
Yeah.
it.
It's
He-
not higher
It's
because
+9,
You
but
got
he got a -5.
you're making a called shot for his hand, so it's a -5 penalty to the
Oh,
attack. So you got +4
gotcha.
instead of +9.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Ooh,
Give it to me.
Ooh.
that was a miss.
Damn. No rapid shot.
No, not with a call shot.
Gotcha.
All right, he goes. Actually, no, you had +2. Actually, I forgot because you're shaking also.
Minus
Mm.
penalty. Yeah, because he's in shaking. Yeah, that's true.
Does he have Cullen? I think he only has one attack.
Thank God.
Okay. All right. Damn.
Roll the same number.
Wings and miss.
Mm-hmm.
Whiffy, whiffy.
He tries to kick give you. He tries to kick
Lucius,
you. You dodge the
Who's gonna make
side
Lucius,
first
kick.
contact?
Lucius slips back. He's like, all right. He's like, this shit is getting ridiculous. he says, he goes, uh, I'm not gonna, I guess if I gotta fuck it, I'm not gonna be able to calm him down. We're in it now. uh, but you know what? I will do. I kind of want to fucking see if I can slam his ass.
Got unarmed strike.
Yeah, I got a pistol whip. I got pistol whip and a body slam now.
Oh shit. Oh, you mean your slam attack?
Slam
Yeah.
attack.
That's not actually like a grapple, like slam, as in like you pick him up and slam him on
Oh,
the
it's like
floor.
a slam, like you hit him
Uh,
like with a fist or
It's
kick
it's
or
like your
something.
fist
Yeah.
hit. It's like your fist hits
uh,
as hard as a club. Like if you were
Yeah.
hitting somebody with a bat, but it's
yeah.
actually your fist.
Oh, okay.
So it hurt,
Well,
you know, it
fuck it.
hurts. It's hurt a lot harder than a regular fist.
Yeah.
Actually, since you have a slam attack, you could fight unarmed, and you don't have to worry about attack opportunity for not having
Lord, since he has a
weapon.
slam attack, that means that when Cullen attacked him, he would have gotten an AOO. Since he had only a ranged weapon, that's why I figure, oh, he don't get an AOO because he doesn't have a melee weapon out. But if he has a natural
Maybe
slam attack,
Yeah, he does have
he
a
could
maybe
have
natural
gotten
Cullen
weapon.
attacked.
maybe Cullen has improved on arm strike.
Yeah, he does. When
Yeah,
he's
I
Oh
yeah,
don't know.
wow!
Mm,
he has yeah, he has it. He has it when he's raging.
bet.
Oh nice.
Um, I guess he's raging. I said, Lucian's laughing the whole time. He did dodge 2 blows. He's got the gun, hit the cape moving around. He's like, I guess we're really doing this, huh, Cullen? He's like, I guess we're really doing this, huh? He's screaming at Cullen
He's
from
like,
across the bar.
shut up and fight. I'll beat you like a toddler.
Lucian takes a foot. He's standing there with the gun. He's like, all right. And then he takes a rapid shot.
If I
Damn,
actually, if
this
I
guy's
remember correctly, that
using
motherfucker was running
lethal
when them
damage.
slimes came.
All right,
He was like, "Oh, I want more parts."
roll a will saving throw.
On a rapid shot?
No, something
Roll
else.
a will saving throw as you can
Roll your
feel
will
a
save.
magic. You can feel a
You know,
magical
you're not. You're not. You're
enchantment.
not. You're not.
There's some
Oh,
form of
God.
enchantment.
Here we
It's not.
go.
Is it mind effect? It is not mind affecting. So
If it's not.
it's a compulsion though.
They jumping fucking Lucian now.
Can I send a bird? Can I send that bird out? Well, what? I guess if they're jumping me, why is a vandal helping? Why is a vandal out here helping out?
19, you
All
got it
right,
though.
you passed the will save. Whatever was trying to affect you, you could tell. You could tell it was Maravin. The charm's been broken. You realize that you've been charmed now. You're like
Mm,
Maravin's using his
Mm,
mind magic on you.
Lucius
Um,
mm.
pissed. Lucius hot. He's
Who's
like,
mind raping you?
yeah. Lucius tired. He's like, okay. He's like, he's
um,
like, oh, he's like,
Vando's he's trying to keep the rest of the pedestrians away.
uh huh.
He's like, you see
Okay,
them, he's like telling like people like move, get out, like he's like trying to direct people to like,
right. So I'm good to.
stay far away, move out the way.
We are under the combat duel. We're good to go, right? I'm taking the fucking shot at his head again. I'm gonna take a rapid shot at his head.
At
You
his
can't do
hand.
you
Oh
can do
yeah, yeah,
rapid
yeah.
shot
It's a
with
full round
arm?
action. It's a full
Uh,
action for a cold shot, so it's only one attack.
got you. Uh, fuck it, man. At a -5, I only live once, right? We live it dangerously.
1d20
And he,
plus 2 because he's shaking.
Not scared.
let's go. Come on, baby.
Oh shit!
Yep,
Let's go.
that's a hit. He shot his hand.
Bang! Lucian, Lucian spins around.
Yeah.
Lucian spins around. He's like, as I guess we're doing this. Lucian spins. He's actually doing some crazy gun twirling shit. He starts, his hands start moving faster and faster with the guns. He's just like, it's like a blur. There's no bullets or nothing coming out. And he's smiling and his hands are moving quicker and quicker and quicker. And he's got Cullen kind of hypnotized by his hand movements. And all you see in his eyes is like, you don't even see this coming. And he pulls the trigger mid hand with all the hand movements going on. Bang! In the mid hand movements, shoots his hand the fuck off.
Oh.
Stops, spins around, spins a pistol, puts it back in the holster. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep that shit out because if he got more shit to do, then we gonna find out.
Called shot. Uh,
Helen
tricky.
fucked around and found out, son.
All
The
right, yeah.
hard way.
Ooh, for 1d4 rounds, any attack, damage, ability, or skill checks involving the wounded hand take a -2 penalty, including attack and damage. In addition, the target has a -4 penalty to its CMD to resist being disarmed, and it drops its weapon if it had any. On an attack roll, result of a natural 1. Oh, okay. Yep, got a penalty now. What damage do you do? 1d8 plus 1.
Gotcha.
Full damage. Let's
Ooh.
go. It was meant to be.
His hand pulls his hand back. See blood trailing from all across his hand, and you can see the anger in him.
He
Shot the
said, and
pinky off, nigga.
Lucia's laughing. He's like, I told you I'd take that head. And he's like, all this time you have friends in the day that watch your back. He's like, you have friends in the daytime. But he's like, remember, the night is always watching. The night is always watching. And he he's like, do you want to continue this?
He rushes up to you and tries to disarm you,
Mm.
and you were able to avoid him trying to knock the gun out your hand. Actually, no. What's your combat maneuver defense? 17. It's 17. Oh, it's 17. What bonus does he have? Hold on. Hold on. Well, he's got -2 to the
He's got
attack.
-4 for whatever hand. If
So
he's trying to,
He
I
got
need
he
a
got the
hand.
penalty from being shook. Then he got the
he's
penalty from
For
being
losing a
bonus
hand.
shot.
+3. So he's got -2 for being shaken. So he's got
I'm
-2
gonna
for
take that
hand.
leg next. I'm gonna take that leg next if
Ow.
you keep it up.
I think he does he have any other penalties? Got -2 from the called shot and -2 from being shaken. And your CMD is 17. It looks like.
And he's
All
raging.
right, that's cool. I got 3 guns. We'll have some fun.
This man is prepared. Guy's ready to
I
go
got
to
three.
war.
I got 3 guns. He took the pistol. That's fine. There's still a pepper box.
Oh wait, he provokes that opportunity. You have a slam attack, so you can make an attack opportunity with your slam.
But he doesn't have
Okay.
improved. He doesn't have improved disarm.
No, he does not.
Nah. All right. What's that at?
What's the slam? The slam's a secondary attack. So no, actually it's a primary natural attack. Okay, so it'll be 1d20 plus 2. No, what's your base attack? +3 -2 because of the so +1. 1d20 +1.
Is it 1d20?
Yeah, 1d20 +1.
Well, attack roll.
Oh, I thought he meant for like the
Oh no.
damage. I'm like,
No,
oh
no, no, no.
Nah,
Attack
nah,
roll.
he missed with the slam to try and get away. Um, okay. If your attack is successful, he drops 1 item. If your attack exceeds by 10 or more, if your attack fails by 10 or more, you drop that weapon that you were using. Okay, successfully disarmed. Without using a weapon, you may automatically pick up the item dropped. Oh, attempting to disarm a foe while unarmed. Oh, he has a -4 penalty doing it unarmed.
oh shit.
So yeah, no, he failed. Then he failed.
Mm,
Dang. Minus
He
16.
would have had your gun in his hand, but
mm.
he had another -4.
Unfortunately, you don't have a hand. Um,
He's got a
do I get to
he's got a
attack?
damaged hand for sure. So it's your go, yeah.
Bet. Um,
Actually, you'll roll another will save.
Uh,
another?
That dude is spamming all his spells over there, trying to get Lucian.
Like, help a nigga out.
Actually, no,
Help a
never
nigga.
mind. I think he.
I thought I just beat that shit.
No, he.
I beat like three of them, four of them motherfuckers.
No, never mind. No, never mind. He's never mind. He's out
You-
of that. He can't use. Yeah,
um,
he's out of slots.
Yeah,
For
he
that.
used up all his spells on Lucian for the day. Now he's a commoner now. Probably got no spells left.
Actually, no. He does
Yo,
have
I'm a
he does
commoner.
have another one. He does have the 0 levels. Yeah.
Zero level.
Roller will save.
how come the fuck on, bro?
Although this might be, I believe this is mind affecting. You might have an additional +2.
Uh, if it's +2, then I'm at 15.
You're
Yeah,
shaking though.
yeah, it's mind affected. Okay, yeah, it didn't affect you.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
You just feel your mind getting assaulted constantly.
He looks at Marvin and he's like, I had enough of your shit. And he rapid fires at Marvin's head.
Oh,
Told that boy to mind his business.
Yeah, he looks
His
right out of
rapid
the thing.
shot.
Actually, let me worry about the threat ahead. Let me worry about the nigga right in front of me. Because I'm gonna look like a super villain, just murdering niggas in the streets. I'm gonna take a rapid shot at Cullen. Point blank. I want all that. I want the full charisma. I want all that. Give me all that BAB.
All right, what's your +9 shaken +7? Actually, I think yeah, this is the last round for the
7.
shaken +7 and rapid shot -2 more +5 +5 both attacks.
Gotcha.
Ooh, that
Ooh.
pistol's misfired.
Misfires.
So it's
you
a
killed somebody, son. You killed somebody.
No,
You
I just
killed.
misfires. That means it
You
just
killed
that's
breaks.
a
somebody.
That means
misfire.
I just jam.
This
That means I just
nigga-
jam.
It just breaks.
Shit jam.
You can still attack. You can still make the second
Yeah.
attack, but at +3.
But
And it's
shit,
anything else.
she's like, God damn, not again.
Eh,
It's like, I can't wait till level 5. Oh man, we should fires again. You said at -2. Ugh.
You said that +3, son.
Nope.
Yep. That was
Time to change colors.
another miss.
Yeah. Guess that's it. I don't even know where we're boxing.
Rastafan and Tadric get up from their seats.
We should
And as they do that, Bando shakes his head. As you know, he shakes his head and he's like, the gods are on their way.
Lucia's like, enough. We're gonna get he's like, we'll finish this next time. And Lucian drinks the gaseous form potion that he took.
That is so stylish. That is
Yo,
godlike.
Lucian
like,
drinks the
like a
gaseous.
true Dampier, son.
He put a
Lucian drinks
Darkwing Duck.
Lucian
Please
drinks the
God.
gaseous form potion that he took. And fucking creeps out the room at night. Let's go. Gets on out of there.
So you drink the potion and you gaseous form out into the flying
Back
up.
opportunity. Let me stop.
You leave, you go up through the rafters, up through the chimney.
Mm-hmm.
You're out.
Out the building. Out.
Meanwhile, Cullen and as you were flying away, you noticed Cullen and his crew. They were like,
They're chasing
they
you.
packed up, they packed up their stuff, and they grabbed their shit and they started leaving.
Mm.
And Bando's,
Um,
you could hear Bando, telling them off as they're leaving.
can I wait on the rooftop like on some creepy Batman shit?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so
I'll be, can I roll stealth?
yeah.
Actually, how long does gaseous form last? Let me look at that shit.
last
It,
a
Will
couple
they
of minutes. I
notice?
think
it lasted.
Will they notice a cloud fire?
it lasts a while. Yeah.
Mm. That can I send a message back to the crew on that Featherstone? I'm gonna
It
send a
lasts
message to Adelar specifically.
two. Oh wow, lasts 2 minutes per level. So that's about 5 minutes. No, it's like 10 minutes.
Mm. Well, I guess I'm a creepy cloud then.
Creepy guy.
Creepy cloud in the sky.
This guy is that black cloud in what Mario
Right.
Brothers game is that? The one that stares at you until you're not looking and comes down.
Right.
I forgot what Mario Brothers game that is. That's hilarious.
Um,
I'm
I
gonna
just want
find
to
it and
spy on
put
them.
your name
I
over
just want
there.
to spy on them.
Douche.
I just want to see what they're up to while I'm in cloud form and they're leaving and where they're going. Should I roll
That's
stealth?
really crazy.
Should I have? Do I have to roll
He
stealth in
said
cloud?
shadows down. He said shadows.
Yeah, I mean, because they could. I mean, if they're able to see,
Okay.
The cloud that's moving is gonna look like you.
right? It's night. I mean, it's nighttime. There's some of the streets got some lanterns lit, so some like lamp posts that are lit. Um,
Mhm.
so there's dim lighting in the streets, so you've
Gotcha.
got concealment to hide within. Um, I guess you could, if you want to tail them, yeah, it's going to be stealth checks. But
Gotcha.
you'll be flying at a speed of 10 feet, so not very fast. Um,
Mm-hmm.
while their speed is more like 30 feet.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Um, can I send a message back to the base with the Featherstone? How does that work?
You'd have
Like I
to
do.
you'd have to activate it and um
Okay. Gotcha.
yeah, it says it
That was that was
it says it in the thing, I believe.
right under treasures, right? Let me look at it. Hmm.
Deliver a small written message to a designated target as like a carrier pigeon. A, oh, a designated target. Okay.
Oh,
How do you designate a target? Like, does it? I guess it just knows where to go. I don't know, but okay. It's the first time I've seen one of these used. Ah, come on. Oh, there it
do
is.
I do I just say the watchtower or something? Or?
It delivers unerringly to a designated target as would a carrier pigeon. The token lasts as long as it takes to carry the message. Um,
Oh,
that's weird. It doesn't say how to like. I guess since you know where the I get it'll go based off of your knowledge. Like if you're sending it to the watchtower, it'll start flying towards where you know the watchtower would be.
right. Um, yeah, I'll send it back. I'll send a note back to the watchtower. Let them know that
A small written would you
of the, I Lucian writes on. He's like, I just got into it with Cullen and his men. I'm following them back to. Uh, I'm tracking them now.
I've heard that.
whoever's at the watchtower.
I wouldn't be.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's gonna get the message then.
Ella will definitely be at the watchtower. That's where he sleeps.
My man is doing tracking without the tracker. I'm feeling some type of way.
If it's Sophia, she's probably if it's late at night, she's probably at the Mystic Fire Knights headquarters in her dorm.
Mm.
I mean,
Am
because
I
they didn't.
allowed to send a message back, or is it just receiving?
It's just receiving.
Mm.
Hmm. I don't imagine Ella would just wait around there. Do I know of any other places um besides that bar that he frequents? I'm just asking just in case like I would have to choose between different locations to head to. But if that's the only place that he knows, then there's no that the only if that's the only place that Lucian goes, then there's no need for a
Well,
process or
Lucian's
anything.
usually bounces. I mean,
Between there and
those
Bandos.
typically he bounces between Fair Fortune Hall and Lady Luck Tavern. That would be like the top
and
two places.
and Bandos and the Tamura.
Well, yeah, that's what Fair Fortune Hall is. That's Bandos
Oh
Plaza.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right, so if I get above a 50, then I'll go to Bandos first. If I get below 50, I'll go to Fair Fortune.
Um, I guess as you're following them, I mean, the normal speed would be 30 feet, but you can hear Podrick. He's like talking to the. He talks out loud. He's like, he's like, damn it, Cullen, we were just supposed to relax and have a good night. Didn't have to come down to this. And you can hear Cullen going, shut up. Let, let get out of here quickly. Just start. Here, follow me. And then like he starts breaking out into a jog. Um,
Mm,
doubling his hustling pretty much, and the rest of them they follow him.
mm.
So now they're moving at like 60 feet speed throughout the through the
I'm not.
streets.
I'm not gonna be able to keep. I'm not gonna be able to keep up in gaseous form,
No,
and I can't. I can't turn that shit off, can I?
you can
I
will
just
it. You can will it to come off.
and then chase them down. Um, I could will it. I'll will it to come off then. I will if I will it in off in like the shadows or on top of a rooftop, right? I'm not gonna will it off like in front of the niggas. Just so you know, I'm not gonna. When I turn it off, I'm not gonna turn it off in front of
Right.
them.
Since I got above a 50, then that means I get to go to Bandos first. I got an 87.
Yeah, fucking bro, hold on.
Drink water. Yeah, I was hoping the whole gang was at the Watchtower. And we forget we all go home to like separate bases and shit like Voltron and
Unless we had like a planned event or something. But I guess this
right,
was like
right,
this was impromptu. Like, no, you weren't planning for it,
right,
right? Nobody was.
right, right. Everybody's in their separate base, hanging out at the cribs and their own cribs and shit. That's it, right?
I know that well Lou, you would know this. Since Sophia is a citizen of Daggerford, on occasion when asked, she volunteers to help out with the militia. She's not in the militia, obviously, no any longer, but she does help out volunteers, just like she helps out with the orphanage. Those are things that she does also off panel. Help out with orphanage, anything that she could help with when she's not adventuring or doing her nightly duties, including helping also with the militia and um training warriors and all that stuff as well. To
Mm.
give back, to give back. She's, that's like her gift back to the community.
Um,
The militia's like the homegrown unit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the militia's like fucking National Guard.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's actually
yeah,
pretty good. National Guard. Like if
yeah.
they're being like
Gotcha.
threatened by an outside force, they're like the first member, to
Right,
like the
right,
first line of defense
right.
before, because they will take a while. Like let's say like Waterdeep, it'll take them a while to send like an actual like military unit out here.
Yeah.
So so like the militia is like
So
the first line of defense before an actual army is sent out there.
gotcha. All right, bet. And that's what Lucian's a part of now. So I wanted
Not
to have
yet.
him on the show.
Not yet. Well, I don't know. I don't. We level 4 still. I don't think you're.
Well, level
Not
four, right? I guess. Yeah,
yet.
I get it, right. I was level 6 for one part, but level 4 for
Yeah, because we're going back and forth. I think this is probably like
yeah,
within
yeah.
the first
It's
week or first 2 weeks. I'm
it's
not sure.
right. It's the anime time jumps.
Yeah.
It's the
Right.
episode where they're like, what? It's the anime time jump. Got you. We're back at it's like what happened 3 weeks before? Why Lucia had to join the militia.
Yeah,
Lucia had to join the Lucia had to join the militia to be the charge for
that's his,
its
that's
setting
his,
right.
that's his community service for
That's
Council
just
Dragón. Yeah, you got to
for,
do militia duty for 1 month.
for 1 month. That's
Unpaid
actually pretty good. I'll take that. I'm not gonna lie. That's
community
actually pretty
service.
good. Right, right. That was actually
They'll
that
use that
actually
as an
looked good.
advantage. They'll be like, man, why are we gonna
Right,
throw this guy in jail? We could use him to freaking look at his skills. He could be defending us instead.
right. Right. Starting a bar fight and shit.
You get certain privileges after a while.
How'd you join the militia?
Yeah.
Fucking started a bar fight,
Right.
fucked up like 8 niggas.
You know, like
Community service.
several decades ago, the army used to get a bad rap because like if you got sentenced
Uh,
like by a judge, they used to give you an option. All right, go to jail or go to or go to the army. Like
they
decades
would
ago, they
clean the
used to do
record
that.
up. Oh, they still clean the record. They would still clean the records up when I went in too, bro. They would still clean the records up the fuck up,
Really?
bro.
I thought if you
It
got
was crazy.
convicted, you can't. I thought you couldn't even join no more if you're convicted.
No,
You can't.
it was like certain shit. Now they was wiping shit. Like there was whole fucking criminals in that bitch. When
He
Oh
said
man,
whole criminals.
I guess they changed. I guess they changed. I guess they
What is
changed
this?
it.
Fucking
That's
Full
what.
Metal Alchemist?
I guess they're hurting for volunteers. They're just letting anyone in now.
no, that's what it was. That's what it was.
Okay, so
Retention is terrible.
what's Lucia
Retention is
doing?
terrible.
What's
He
Lucia
said
doing?
Oh,
straight up
yeah.
criminals in the army. Son. That's wild.
I guess I gotta let them go because I can't follow them. They're gonna get away, right? They're gonna get away. Um,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
just
go back to the bar.
yeah, you just
Yeah,
noticed. Yeah, they
I'm
just
gonna let them. Do I know which way? I'm just gonna mark which way they ran off.
they ran
Um,
towards the south, towards like the river quarter district.
all right.
Yeah,
Well, they
they got no.
trying to take the
Yo,
ship.
I'll get you.
They got to bump into Adler again alone. Thanks to Lucian.
Yeah,
Lucian ain't gonna be around.
right. I'm gonna head back to the tavern. Um,
You
This
head
guy
back to the
Lucian
I'm gonna,
set up a
tavern as people are like only some people filter that, but most of the people, the patrons there,
trap.
they they um they remained, and Bando was like trying to keep everything calm. Bando's over there talking to the guards, letting them know like what actually happened, and um
mm,
the guards nod, and they go to leave, and Bando comes up to Lucian. He's like, well, we'll make sure the guards gonna be on the lookout for Cullen and his gang, which means they're probably gonna try and lay low now.
mm,
They're gonna have a lot.
Lucius.
They're gonna have some. They're definitely gonna have to answer for the trouble that they caused here. They're gonna end up using
Mm.
most of that money to pay a huge fine, and he's probably gonna have to get that hand healed. Nice shot, by the way.
Thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
you know,
It's like, did I get his finger?
like he got his palm pretty good.
Mm.
He's
I
like,
have Primus
if
Adelar.
he's like, he goes, if you, he goes, you'd make a pretty good bouncer here if you ever wanted to have a job here. You know,
Hmm.
Mm.
you'd
Lucius
be.
smiles and he's like,
He's like, if you ever wanted a job
"Sweet."
here, working to help take care of keep keep security of this establishment.
Mm.
He's like, as for the drink you noticed that was getting slipped, that man there is Tyndall Galimbier, which I think you rolled a knowledge local check, but I don't think you got high enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get high enough. So
Yeah.
Tyndall comes up to you
I think I
and
roll high. Hold on, I roll high.
Tyndall comes up to you
Yep.
and he's like, Lucian, is it? Thank you very much. Um, whatever Cullen and them had planned to do with me, it's been foiled, thanks to you.
Mm.
So anytime you want anything from anytime you need anything of my any of my wares, you'll get a very healthy discount off of it.
Mm. Lucius smile. Lucius laughs. He's like,
And if you ever need a favor, I'll do if you ever need a favor from me for anything, I'll do my best to help out.
what type of wares does he do?
He's a uh
I
he's
do
a
not. You want me to do knowledge local again?
he's a Wainwright. Tyndall. Hold up. Which means he works on caravans and wagons. But I think shoot, I knew I forgot to open this up. Read book, gotten around. Okay, gotta open up this other book then. Book. Mm, hold up.
Mm.
Gotten
Oh, you good.
rounds. Compendium. Here we go.
Yeah, we got all types of shit. We could do this. Get some free shit for the crew.
Thought his. Hold on. This is weird. Unless I have the wrong name.
What's the performance combat where I'd love to make him friendly over time? Like, even more friendlier than friendly. Um, what is it called?
You know what?
Nah,
Uh,
I'm
it's not taking me to the fucking.
looking for some performance combat shit.
It's not
Like
taking me
if
to the
I,
entry that I need to go to. Come on. I hate when the search function. The search function doesn't work properly. I just had his shit. Where'd it go? I gotta close all this shit out. Close that. Close that. Close that. Close that. Is the Limbayer is it a the Limbayer family? Okay, so I see this dude. Yeah, because he's related. He's a member of the family of an old noble family of the. There he is. That's why. Um, so he owned the Broken Hoof and Axle. It's a one-story building, home to Daggerford's only permanent farrier and Wainwright. During the spring, summer, and fall, competitors pop up throughout the wagon district of the caravan quarter, but they typically vanish around winter time. And Tyndall is Daggerford's preeminent Wainwright, and two longtime farriers ably assist him. Um, so yeah, anytime you need something like wagon related or related to like travel, like
Hmm.
when you go to his shop, like you got a 50% off.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Some point we need a
He's like, on that note, I guess I should just be think I'm done gambling for the night. I'm gonna be heading home.
Lucia goes to Tyndall. He's like, what trouble do you have with them?
He's like, he goes,
Because it seems
well,
like you need constant protection, not just, you know,
he's like,
you shouldn't even be walking home alone right now.
he goes, don't worry, I'll be all right. He's like, Cullen, I don't know what they were up to. Maybe they intended, to ransom me or whatever. Not sure exactly what. Cullen's a fool. I mean, he's caused trouble here and there, but this is this is all too new.
Well,
It's
I don't know.
it troubles me. He does need to be brought to justice. He'll get what's coming to him and his gang. Um,
Hmm. Well, it just so happens that me and my friends, me and my friends have issues with them as well. And if you need our assistance, I would like to extend the favor to you.
he's like, yeah, that would be much appreciated. Thank you once again.
Hmm.
Um, all right. I guess what you said Adler's going to the
Yeah, he was heading to
To
Band
the bandos.
Fan
Yeah,
Fortune
yeah.
Hall.
Fair Fortune Hall. Got an
You
87.
know, man.
Yeah, you see Adler walk in,
The pale lady's with him. She's hanging with him.
which
She's out there. She's out until the Cullen battle is over.
freaks out some of
uh,
the patrons there,
uh,
and
The freaks are
Lucia,
out. Midnight twilight.
Lucia,
Mhm.
Lucia gives the big what's up to Pale Lady and Addie. He's like, Addie,
What
come
was
on,
that?
come here, come over, come here.
How did you do that thing with your voice? That's one hell of a ventriloquism trick.
He's like, I don't know. I just saw this. It's that stone we picked up from the faceless one.
Feather token.
Does it
Feather token.
is it a one-time use magical item or is it something that you can always do?
Mm. I use it kind of by accident. Like I just I don't know if I can use it more than once. Can
Yeah,
I use
well,
it more than once?
it turns into the group knows it turns into a token and carries a message. So like Adler saw
Is it?
a bird fly in and just drop a message of where
Mm.
he's at.
Mm, okay. I
Is
thought
it?
it was a
That's it,
voice.
right?
My bad.
Yeah, that's it. It's a one-time use. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, that's it. Damn.
Hmm. So you said you were tracking. Who are you tracking?
I was tracking Cullen. They took off down the road. They took off down to the south. We had a nice
No.
little. I finally, and Cullen, he tells you the story about what happened with him and Cullen at the bar, getting into it and stopping him. And the whole dramatic
When
scene played out and how I shot his hand. And I was trying
at
to
the
teach
end
him.
of that story, Pale Lady goes over to the spot where you shot Cullen and she swipes a tentacle in off the blood of blood from the floor, and then a tentacle curves underneath her where her maw is, and you can hear the liquid sound of her tasting the blood. And she goes, "This." She says, "This works. How good are you at tracking? Because so am I."
So I'm pretty good. We should,
And you see slits open up on the side of like her
oh no.
of that of her ivory torso, and you see them kind of flapping as they take in big wafts of air. That's like her breathing the air in. She's about to start using survival to track from here.
Gotcha.
Let us move before their trail gets cold.
Lucian grins. Let's go. And he grabs the faceless one mask that he's drawn over, and he slips it on, and he puts his hat on, puts the mask on. So let's go. And he dips out with you in the faceless with the pale lady.
And pull up his level 4 character sheet for Pale Lady. Level 4. So her track is survival. She has a +6 for survival at their current level, which is 4.
I have 7.
So she'll 8 other on yours.
Uh, he asks you down. He asks Adeline. We should ask Adeline. He goes, "Have you
Damn,
seen
you
the
got 2.
others?"
Um, no, I woke when I was at the tower. I was reading the Black
Oh
Journal
shit.
when I saw the bird come through, but no one else was there.
Mm. Damn.
They're probably
He's
off
like,
doing their own thing.
I was hoping to get everybody.
Hmm.
I feel like I
Mhm.
feel like this is something we should bring everybody in on. And he tells you about Tyndall and the Wainwrights and how they're having beef. How he offered the protection. He's like, I feel like if we could bring them in, we could do some damage. I feel like we should do it all together. But fuck it, let's track.
Adler
And he
folds his
goes,
arms and he goes, "Well, we could do both."
You follow the tracks for a while towards the river border, but um, you at least for maybe about a few minutes before the tracks become difficult to follow.
Hmm. Musha looks around. He's like, I lost it. I lost the tracks. It's the pale lady.
Where do they live?
Do we know that?
Adler strokes his chin. He goes, the tenement buildings, I believe. I mean, if we really wanted to confront them, we could just go to their home and wait there for them. Or we could go along with Sophilia's plan. If anything, I think since you shot him, he's going to be more inclined to get some revenge.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's the best idea. Now that we riled him up, I think he'll have no choice but to come out and fight us. It's personal now between me and him. And it's been personal, but now he knows who we are even more so.
Nonsense. We could wait for them in their abode, in their own domicile,
Mm.
in the darkness, and come forth and claim what should be ours.
Or you could eat him on display in front of the whole fucking town. In front of the whole town.
You see Pale Lady pause for a moment. It will send a message.
It definitely send a
Yes.
message.
Perhaps we should wait then. Just this time.
We should jump whenever she switches up voices and shit. It's like, fucking hell. It still creeps me out. It still creeps me out, Adela. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you, bro.
And Alice stretches and goes, well, I guess we'll call it a night.
So, good hunting.
We tried.
We definitely did.
You know, if we had Sabuna here.
Definitely.
He folds his hands behind his head and he starts to walk in. He goes, well,
where are they?
Knowing Sabuna and Roth, they're probably curled up in a kennel together, trying to stay warm.
I don't know, that it sounds pretty sexy, bro. Lucy laughs, makes a cracks a joke, he just keeps walking. he's picturing Roth and Sabuna cuddled up on a haystack somewhere.
Well, there's something I actually want to ask you, so I'm glad we came out here. It wasn't really for nothing. I've been reading
Ask away.
This book that I found right in the Watchtower. I call it the Black Journal. And in it speaks of two lovers. I think that these two lovers are what spawned the cult of ascended lovers. My thing that really has me intrigued is the fact that one of those lovers saw something in the skies, something in the cosmos, and that lover went and got to experience it and see it. There's a particular effect, a power that came from what she found up there. While her mind wasn't strong enough to withstand it, she went completely mad, which, mind you, isn't exactly a bad thing. I don't have it all, and I still come out just fine. But the particular thing that I find interesting is that out there, beyond our reality, beyond the stars that we see that Saloon graces us with, out there in the endless black sea, there's something that breaks through into this reality. It, I can't say it taints, but it touches this world in spots, in places.
We
It's
should.
there's
When
a
you start
term
saying that,
for it.
it kind of triggers how Lucius saw the silver unicorn in the black abyss, the that he was swimming in the pool. That's what actually guided him out of the swimming pool. He's like it. It kind of touches him in a way like it reminds him of his own moment of faith where he had to really dig deep. He's like something else. He's like really understanding you again, connected.
These pieces that touch our reality. There's a place called the far realm. It's an entire reality, just like the one we live in now, but different in so many ways. In that reality, they have their own planets. Like, for instance, the weird. That is a world somewhere out there in the far realm that the Pale Lady calls hers. And on that world, she has a kingdom called the Pallid Kingdom. It's complete. To describe it, it's an entire reality that is so completely foreign and an alien in every way compared to our own. There is no up or down, no sideways. There's only an expanse of pure, unadulterated hunger of creatures that your mind cannot truly see without fracturing into 1,000 pieces. Imagine your greatest nightmares given breath, but
Lucius
not
laughs
given consciousness.
Laughs as he looks at Pale Lady. He's like, "You mean like Pale Lady?" he's you talk about nightmares. He's like, "Pale Lady, this 17 tentacled, 13 mouth mod."
Well, see, the form
Demons.
that you see here, that's more or less like a skin, a body that I create in order for Pale Lady's consciousness to inhabit. But even myself, I don't possess enough power, enough
To give her
understanding in order to truly be able to recreate what the Pale Lady is. This is my best rendition.
Shit.
But
That's horrible.
that brings me to my point I was trying to make.
Sorry.
There are places, that place, the far realm, when it breaks the black mirror and slides into our reality, and those two places converge and touch, it creates a localized space where the influence of the far realm is present here in this reality. I want to go to that type of place, because if you do, and you get to the very heart of that place, you can look into the far realm itself. Going in it would be absolutely, well, I think it would be exciting, but I also know it would be completely my undoing, as I am now. But I hope to one day be powerful enough to be able to walk that kind of a realm and see it with my own eyes. But as of for right now, there is a ritual I do know of where if you can get to a space where you can look into the very far realm itself, you can pull from it the kind of power, the kind of magic that doesn't exist in this reality. At least that's what the book said.
He's like, but wouldn't that type of power just drive someone mad? Like,
Well,
it just
absolutely. But what do I have to lose if that's the case?
everything.
Ah. Oh, you think I'm sane?
No, I don't think you're saying.
Oh, so then you
No,
know.
no,
If
no.
madness is the only consequence for me, then it's one I've already paid.
Then the deeper madness? You would go deeper, Eddie? You would go deeper?
I suppose it's a possibility. But I think that risk is a natural consequence for any sort of gain. Isn't that true?
It is. So much. So much to give. It's a lot to
Well,
think
the
about.
favor I'm asking is, would you
Uh,
go with me?
into this abyss?
Well, yeah, while I'm staring
Into the far
well,
realm?
into the far realm, as part of the
Uh,
ritual, I have to sit there and concentrate, focus
hmm,
on the images that lie beyond the border of this reality. And during that
sure.
concentration, well, you can imagine any localized space in which is being invaded by the far realm is probably a dangerous, dangerous place. If I'm busy focusing, well, I'll have the pale lady, but what if pale lady is not enough?
Well, you know me. I'm down. Let's try it.
Okay, I'll do the research, and then when I can finally get enough information on the area that we have here, because I have an idea that
What are you what are you
any
looking
region
for?
I'm looking for a region with the highest sightings of aberrations. Because my hunch is that any region here on the Sword Coast that has the highest sightings of aberrations might actually be such a space.
Hmm. And what exactly? I guess so I don't really know what aberrations are, right? We fought them, but I don't really know.
Hmm. Well, to give you an example, an aberration would be a native anomaly, whereas the things that I summon are anomalies that are not native to this reality. So
Ah,
imagine imagine there being a type of creature similar to a pale lady, but it was at least created and born in this reality that we are currently inhabiting.
I got you.
Whereas outside of this reality, there are aberrations that existed and were created out there, and they're even further removed from what a sane mind can conceive. Such as the
Okay,
first creature that we ever fought together as the Night Watch.
that
That
that's
was a creature that was an aberration. It's different from
and it
it's
clicks.
from any sort of life form that we know as normal. But at least it was something that was in this reality that was created.
Hmm. And it clicks for Lucian. And when you said that, he remembers
Hmm.
the eye, demon eyes,
Hmm.
the
And
like tentacle monster.
the chokers that
Yeah,
we fought below, they were also aberrations.
right.
They are creatures that are divorced from nature. They're not natural creatures, but they're still of this reality.
Did you want me to do a knowledge local check for aberrations in the area, Lou? Or
Um,
shall I'll do that another time? I'll do that another time.
Since we've been invited to an entire academy, I intend to use their resources to do some more research on those things. When I
Mm-hmm.
have enough information, I'll be able to come to you with a concrete location.
Lucian, He nods. He goes, I'll look stuff up too as well. I'll check for apparitions, strongest apparitions in the area. Or areas with the strongest apparitions, most apparitions.
And Pale Lady says, I wonder what kind of effect it would have on me to come from the far realm, but return there in this body.
Mm. Can't wait
And
to find out.
Adler responds, my guess is it would completely undo this form. This form of you would be destroyed, and your consciousness would simply just go back to the far realm to your original form, and I'd have to remake that body again. I think anything passing through that gate into the far realm would be completely and utterly consumed by anything that's on the other side. But I'm gonna go home and do some more research and finish dissecting this journal. At some point, I'll ask the rest what they think about it. But my guess is not many will probably be happy
They're not gonna
about
be
going on such a trip.
probably not. Probably not. Only one way to find out. Only one way to find out.
Bunch of scaredy cats.
Only one way to find out.
Okay. We're gonna go to Sophelia. Sophelia, there's a day
And
where
see me.
there's a day where Elgita summons her to her office and explains to Sophelia that there was a message that came for her from the old order monastery, from the head of the monastery, Drayson, and that he would like to speak with her in private and if she could bring Adler along with her.
Okay. She goes to Elgita before she departs to get. She said to get Adler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes like, um, I've been meaning to ask you something, lady, Elgita, if I may speak freely.
Go ahead.
I'm a little I need some guidance. My new group, I'm so excited. I respect them all, I love them all, but I experienced I experienced some throughout our last ordeal, our last mission. There's certain things that I witnessed that it was a little troubling, and maybe I think I overstepped my bound, and I kind of feel bad about it because I'm not the type of person that like to impose my will on anyone, and but I did to one of my companions, and I don't know if I'm out of line or not, and I'm troubled, I'm conflicted. So so in one of our encounters that we had with the Grimlocks, we defeated them, and we continued with our journey, but Adler, his one of his summons, was gonna devour the remainings, the body, and I wasn't thinking. Sometimes I don't think. I just act, and I stroke out in emotion, I have regret. I stroke out his creature out of existence, but it was no going back. I mean, the creature is true. And I don't know why I'm troubled. The creature passed on, but I just the body. Did they have evil intent? Yes, I sense evil, but still, though, they're sentient beings. Once an enemy, the way we've been, trained, once we defeat an enemy, that's that. We move on. We don't, we don't mutilate you know, or commit
Mm,
sacrilege with the body. So that
gotcha.
troubles me. Do did I overstep my boundary by interfering and stopping him, or should I just let it be? And if it gets to a point that I just cannot agree with, maybe I should perhaps walk away from the group. I really do not want to impose my will against anyone. I took an oath uh, uh, to be a paladin, to be a follower of Mistra, and to adhere to her codes. But that's me. I voluntarily made this, you know, oath and to adhere to the code, but not my companions. And it would not be fair for them to also be adhering to my code.
Sounds like a dilemma that paladins come to at some point, more often than not. I say to you this: always first see to our paladin vows. Our vows do not concern ourselves with those that have already passed on. Next, see to the laws. That will come second. The laws. We have no laws about summoned creatures or creature companions devouring bodies of the dead that we do not have jurisdiction over. Had that been a citizen of Daggerford, or even a citizen of a neighboring or an ally region or nation that we have political ties with, that'd be a cause for concern. But these were degenerate barbarians living in the Underdark, serving a dark cult intent on releasing a foul form of undead.
They were overzealous. They were very overzealous, these cultists, and it left to their own device, they were going to cause great harm.
So indeed,
But
worrying about their remains, as long as the remains are not being used to further foul, to further more foul deeds. Do you believe the intent of Adler to be vile in any shape or form?
I did not sense any malice from him or any ill intent. No,
I would I would put your worries to rest then, for the time being. But should these matters escalate, that would be a cause for concern.
Well, in that case, I guess I owe Mr. Adler an apology then. I let my emotion get the best of me. Thank you, Lady OG.
It is understandable. And do not be ashamed of having emotion. It's what keeps us balanced.
Understood. Although, besides our vow and code, following our law, I tend to place a higher priority on spreading goodness as well and preventing unnecessary abuse and bullish type behavior. But of course, the laws must be adhered to. Without law, chaos ensues, and no one will benefit in such a anarchic type society or world. I will meet up with Adler. He should be at the watchtower, and we'll head to the old monastery. All right, so she heads towards watchtower.
And there, you let Adler hear the news. that Jason would like to see. Would like to see the two of you.
Tyler's eyes light up and he goes, I was just on my way to Sorcelor's Encapsulate, but that's an even grander idea. I haven't seen Grayson in such a while. And by the way, there's a woman there who I definitely want you to meet. Her name is, well, Addie, and we have a lot in common.
Oh wow, great. How and how's Luna? How is she fitting in? How's she been?
Um, well, now that you mention it, I haven't really seen too much of Luna.
I
My
hope you
guess is
both
that
have
she was, huh?
I hope you both have made new friends out there, new contacts, new acquaintances at the Ensorcel the capsule what is it called? Ensorcel capsule?
In Sorcelar's Encapsulate.
Or capsule, yeah.
But yeah, Luna hasn't made any new friends.
Oh,
I
she
have though. I've made a ton of friends.
well, great. That's good. I'm looking forward to learning so much magic from the both of you. What new tricks you two are gonna pull up? It never
Well,
fails
there's
to amaze.
actually one I've
It
been
never it
working
never
on.
fails to amaze me. Uh-huh.
There's one I've been working on where I'm able to, how should I put it? I'm able to manipulate space localized, and I could shift a piece of matter in between the spaces of the reality that we currently inhabit and make it pop out somewhere else. I call it wormhole.
Whoa, you could do that already?
Mhm.
Ca- I mean, if it's not imposing, can I see?
Oh, well, I don't have full control over it right now. I'm still
Oh,
working on it.
oh, wait. In that case, then take your time. Take your time. It's no rush. Dangerous magic is no good. We definitely do not want any magical mishap or mayhem, going around the town. So take your time for
Yeah, I
effect.
was at Insocia's Encapsulate, and I tried it on these little rats that they have there for experimentation, and I I was able to use wormhole on it, but instead of putting it in the space that I was aiming for, it kind of put it in the wall, and it killed the rat. So I definitely don't have it under control yet.
Got it.
Banana.
So oh, I hear something. Oh, so Sophia goes to when they're on their walk over there. It's like I'm glad that we got a chance to like to talk, just you and I. First of all, thank you for everything that you're doing for my sister. You're like an older brother to her, and she needs that, you know, to I do the best I can to be her anchor, but I know that it's only a matter of time when she will outgrow me. As much as I try to keep up and understand her abilities, it's just like beyond my my learning capacity. It's just certain things I understand, but certain things are just beyond me. I
Hmm.
just don't, I don't
You
have
you think it's possible to outgrow family?
not family per se, but her abilities, her innate magical abilities. I don't say this because she's my sister, but she's special. She has a just like yourself. You both have unique sort of magic that I'm just amazed. I'm used to seeing many sorcerers and wizards and clerics, but not the kind of magic you two have manifested. It's just amazing. And you could see that she's like really like in reverence like towards you and her. Um she, and then she goes like before I go on a tangent though, Adler, um there's something I wanted to discuss with you. It's been bothering me a little bit and I have to get it off my chest. I'm not the type of person that holds emotion that well. So back when we were
And
uh
you hear Pale Lady goes, well, you shouldn't hold emotion. You should have no emotion.
uh well, I don't know if I agree with that, but that's difficult for me to do. I care too much. And then she continues, wait a second, Pale Lady's there?
Yeah, she's she's
Oh wait.
she's there the entire time. She's been there since we left our last battle. She
Oh,
hasn't she
battle.
hasn't been gone. She hasn't left his side since. She's still waiting for the culmination between the fight
Mm,
with Cullen, and that's when she'll go back to her realm.
yeah, so she goes like, Mr. Adler, during our last adventure, our last quest, our last mission, your contribution was, just like as everyone else. If we were not together, I just don't see us being successful. Like we make a great team, and each member in the Night Watch has a critical role. But I feel like I disrespected you, and you know, and I want to apologize for that. And I lost my temper. In anger, I took out one of your creatures, and I was out of line. Yes, it's true. I admit to you, I was in shock. I never witnessed a body being consumed like that before. It's just like I was in shock. I wasn't thinking. I just reacted. But I know at least I don't feel that you did it intentionally or in malice. And and I should be mindful of your I should have respected your boundaries. And and I should have spoken to you first. Hey, it bothers me. I shouldn't just have acted like that. I shouldn't have tried to impose my will, my code, my vows on you. It's not fair. I willingly, voluntarily made a code, a vow to my order, but you guys haven't. And I hope you would accept my apologies.
Oh, absolutely. I don't even think the apology was necessary. I'm used to disturbing people, honestly.
Ah, thank you. You're too kind. So you just took a huge weight off my shoulder. But so let's go back to I mean, might be a little selfish on my part, but please tell me more about what you've been up to, what you've been learning at the
Oh,
academy.
okay. So when we were down there surviving, well, some of us better than others, there was earthly materials that I was lacking that pretty much put a damper on me being able to bring forth the powers that I finally was able to master. But I
Mm.
have those material components now. And so using them, I'm able to do this one thing I called it bend light, where basically I'm able to manifest magic that, well, you know how whenever I normally cast spells, the
Uh-huh.
light of Lathander seems to kind of bend around it and refuses to allow people to see it, even though it's really there? Well, I can actually take that now and have more control over it, where I can now do it to other objects. I can do it to myself, I can do it to others, and I can bend light around them, making them invisible. So there's that, and um, on the weird, there are little holes that eye tyrants make. Well, not little holes; they're actually big holes. And
So,
the way that
wait,
they
wait.
make them is they look at them and they use a ray from their eyes to disintegrate them, and they make a hole, and they're able to go into that hole and they're able to live. What I'm
Wow.
able to do is I can call forth that hole that used to be in the weird and actually have it manifest here in this world,
When you say
creating a
the
pit.
when you say the weird, what exactly is the weird?
That's the world that Pale Lady is from, or controls rather.
Hmm.
If I remember correctly, I think she said it used to be an inhabited world, and she
She's not
conquered it.
she's not from the abyss or Beautor, is she?
No, I thought you would be able to feel if she was
Oh,
evil.
thank goodness.
No,
No, I don't think
she's from the far realm. It's a
far realm.
reality that is completely separate from this one. and
Right.
actually the furthest reality separated from all other planes of existence.
I see. Oh, I just thought it was just astral plane, ethereal plane, the heavens and hell. I did not know there was other planes of existence. Farm realms, that's a new concept to me.
Oh, well, there's actually books of it at Sorcerer's Encapsulate that will help you have a stronger understanding.
Huh, maybe next time around, if time permits, I should probably brush up a little bit on my
Hmm.
studies.
But yeah, so I'm able to call forth a pit, and I call it Door of the Eye Tyrant.
What's an eye tyrant? Is that a dictator?
It's a type of, well, it's an aberration.
Oh, an
It's a,
aberration.
hmm
Like those creatures that we faced before. Back at the Carns, and then the Shokers, and then are they related to the Pale Lady?
only in the fact that they are unnatural.
Hmm.
But as far as a species, totally different.
God.
To describe an eye tyrant, it looks like an orb with a huge eye in the middle and really sharp teeth, and it has little eye stalks on top of its head with other eyes at the end of that stalk, and they each can do a different magical effect. And it
Oh.
varies from eye tyrant to eye tyrant.
Hmm.
There's another word for them too, called beholders.
How common knowledge is that, Beholder? Do people know what that is or not?
I'd say Sophia definitely has heard horror stories as a child about beholders.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that's what an eye tyrant is, a beholder. That's what they
Yeah, it's
try
just
to.
another terminology for them.
I see. So, how long has it been since you've been back at the old monastery? Have you visited the monks there since we've been
The
back?
last time that I was here was, well, right after Cullen and his gang jumped me.
Okay.
Yeah. Grayson, he saved me. And he gave me this keepsake from my father. And he holds up his his charisma necklace.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he's very, he has such a great reputation here. I mean, doesn't really interact much with the public, but he's a good man. He helps when he can in his order.
He actually interacts in one of the most special ways, I think. You see, he takes in people like me.
I'm curious. I wonder what we're about to discuss with Master Dressel. Is that his name? Dressel?
Drayson?
Grayson, yeah. So yeah, so we're on our way over there, Lewis. So you let us know when we get there.
Um, you were having a conversation. You left through these gates up here and made your way to the northwest. Just about,
Oh, it's outside of the Daggerford?
yeah.
Oh,
About
cool. It was
20 minute,
inside.
20 minutes away. Walk to the northwest, and you excuse me. You arrive at the old Order Monastery, which is situated on a small hill surrounded by some farmland. You can see nearby a small group of the monks training out in the field. A few of them working. In fact, the old Order Monastery, um, it's a it's large, but it's humble in its appearance. It's got a courtyard as well, and within the courtyard they attend to gardens um, that provides herbs, herbs for either tea or medicinal purposes, or um, or for material components for magic. And as you make your way to the road and towards the gate, the small gate that leads into the courtyard of the old order monastery, you see Grayson exit out from the building and walking towards the two of you, and with a smile on his face, he's like, "Welcome. Glad to. I have heard much news, and I am happy to be able to see you once again, Adler. You look
Alan folds his
you
arms.
look you look more healthy than ever before."
Mm. So you've
Ma-
heard, huh?
Pleasure to see
Yes.
you again, Master Windors.
Greetings, Sophia. Um, Adler, there's someone else that's been waiting for a while to see you. They were quite worried about you, in fact. Ah,
Is it Addie?
there they are. And then you see Addie coming out,
It's Addie.
rushing
Hmm.
over. He's like, I mean, they're like, Adler. And they rush over to him and they look at, um, their um, piercing emerald green eyes. Um, they look at Adler and they grasp his hands and they're like, "Oh, I was so worried. I want to hear all the stories from you, and I can't wait to tell you what I've been doing here. Come, I've been waiting so long. I've I've been
Hmm.
dreaming for you to arrive here, and you're here." Um, Grayson, Grayson's like, "All right, you two got some catching up to do. I must speak with Sophia in private. We'll come out and meet you in the courtyard."
So Adler jumps up and down, excited like a kid, and he goes, "So this is Pale Lady, and that's Ophelia."
I mean, they look at
Kids.
Pale
He
Lady,
waves.
and they're like, "Oh, interesting." And she's like peering at it, leaning forward. They're like, "Huh." They try to poke it.
Hmm.
It's all right. She won't bite you unless, well, I actually don't really know the conditions in which she'll be violent. But so far, it hasn't been inconvenient when she's choosing to be violent. So I guess it'll be okay. But yeah, we have so much to discuss. I have a lot of questions too.
Um, so they're like, "Let's go then," and they lead you quickly over towards the courtyard while Jason takes Ophelia within the building. Rather modest decorum on the inside. You can tell that this place lives off of just the necessities. Um, and Jason takes you towards his office, his study, and where there's a kettle of tea that's warm on the inside at a small table that actually looks out over. He has a window open, the shutters open, and it overlooks out into the courtyard. Um, where the two of you can actually see like Adler and Addie when they play date. Um, and he uh he goes to pour the tea into his own cup, but he has a second cup. It's affiliate. He's like, He's like, "Would you like some tea? It's made from the Greyvale vine near the
Of
High
course.
Forest."
Thank you for your hospitality.
He pours the tea. Sit down. And he goes, "No doubt you're very curious why I called only you here.
I'm
Even though we've
surprised somewhat.
even though we've never exactly formally have socialized before. I have talked with Elgita now and then. I try my best to, while my students don't necessarily fraternize with the town, we do help out with the community when needed, as well as myself will
I have a
help
lot of
out.
respect for your I have a lot of respect for your work, taking in all these orphans, providing a home for them. It's very selfless of you and your order. You have our
Yes,
deepest respect.
I felt it definitely as a calling. It wasn't originally the intent, but it has grown on the plate, and now I try to make sure I aid those in need that are suffering from within. Adler was the first, and he looks out and he's looking at Adler and he's like, "I'm specifically telling you this, Ophelia, because because as everyone, almost everyone in town knows, you are a paladin. You have oaths to keep. You are virtuous, righteous. You fight for the good of all, and you've made friends with Adler in a rather short period of time. In fact, I can see the bond. I can tell when he talks about his friends. This is why I'm going to tell you something that only he knows, as well as I.
If it's not a secret that you want anyone else to know, I do not want to know.
No, I
I,
believe
I
this needs to
respect
be
my
known to
I
you.
respect my friend's boundaries.
This needs to be known to you because this is important. Just in case anything should happen, there needs to be another that I believe is could be trusted with this. As you're well aware, past 2 years ago, when the ducal court was assassinated with poison, never found the killers, still to this day. Changed a lot of things in Daggerford when there was no heir. The bloodline of the Duke was ended. He was killed, his sister was killed, and even his half brother, a bastard. The thing that nobody knows is that there still is one heir remaining. And he doesn't even say it, he just looks out the window and he just stares at Adler.
She It goes past her head. Her wisdom is a little low. What are you looking at? What?
He looks over to Ophelia, chuckles. An admirable trait, but also quite a flaw. Makes you quite unique, Ophelia. It's Adler.
Wait,
Adler's
I don't know.
Adler's the son of Llewellyn Longhand, the former, the late, I should say, Master at Arms for Duke Quill.
She
Obviously,
gas she gasped like, okay, and she listens, continues to listen.
I must apologize for what kind of burden this secret has given you now. For it must remain that way, for you and I both know the truth. Adler cannot take the seat. He is in no condition. He's not even safe.
Does he know of his heritage, of his family?
Yes and no. See, some of his memories from the past have been jumbled. It's
Well,
there. It's just scattered pieces.
well, I will keep his secret safe, and I will make sure he is safe as well. He is our future heir, our future lord.
The only
Why?
the only the only proof there is just my word. But not many know that I've been a confidant of Lord Llewellyn for years.
But I mean, the little that I have journeyed with Mister, with Adler, he's a very free individual. I just don't see him like wanting to be burdened by this responsibility, which is it is a great responsibility, but especially something that he did not choose to. But but if other people were to know this information, he would be a great danger. I mean, look what happened to our late Duke and his family. But even if circumstances change and it comes to light, wish and you raised them, you raised Adler. I still think it should be his choice at the end to make whether he wants that responsibility or not.
I
I
agree.
mean, I'm
I wholeheartedly agree.
and I will support his choice.
I know he's going to be with you, hopefully for a long time. I just felt like at least one member of his party should know, one that could be entrusted with such a secret. So,
He isn't. I will do my best to protect him, but keep in mind he made his choice. He joined our adventuring group, and we do face many dangers. You know, we our goal is always to succeed, and we never leave no man or women behind. But in our line of work, things could happen.
yes,
Are you okay? Are you okay with that, Master?
I've come to terms with it. I've come to accept it. And I understand, in fact, my dear friend Llewellyn would be okay with this as well. In fact, it's almost as if he had expected this to happen.
If it brings any comfort to you, he is a very formidable. His talents, his magic, is growing exponentially. I mean, I'm not even concerned about his safety, if to be honest. If truth be told, I'm more concerned about anyone that crosses him and his enemies. I've seen, I've seen him in anger, and I just hope that clearer head, will always prevail. Um, but at least you don't have to worry about that. He's more than capable of taking care of himself. Plus, he has us there to have his back.
Yes, His powers are unique, but they're also frightening. Another reason I've chosen a paladin to entrust this to, because I know it would take a paladin's conviction to make sure he doesn't get corrupted.
Understood.
Ah, let's go see how they fare.
Thank you for the tea. It was
You're quite
delicious.
welcome. So as you go out to the courtyard with him, and you see Hattie and Adler just chatting up a storm. Jason walks over and he speaks. He speaks. He goes, you two are having quite a time. That's good to see. And Addie turns and they go, yes, Jason, and then they stop and they didn't really pay much attention to Ophelia the first time. They were focused mainly on Adler, like that was their like it was just tunnel vision. But it appears as if they're now fully aware of Ophelia standing there right there by Trace. As Addie goes to reply, but their voice cuts out as they stare very, very intently at Ophelia. And Addie starts to suddenly, like, they go from being frozen to start shaking. And Drayson's looks confused. He's like, Addie? And Addie, like, reaches out a hand and she grabs Adler. And they're like, their eyes do not leave off Ophelia, strangely. And Addie goes, what's going on? Who is she? Who I don't know why I'm so I'm frightened. And then and then Addie drops to their knees and it's wet. It starts to drip down
Does um
profusely.
does, does Sophia notice through her sense motive that she's the cause of that, or no?
Oh yeah, it's obvious because Addie was looking directly at Ophelia and just
Oh,
and
I'm like,
making these statements. And she's like breathing real heavy as if she's trying to as if Addie's trying to catch their breath. Uh, looks like a panic attack pretty much.
jeez,
And Grayson catches on very quickly, and he holds up a hand towards Ophelia and like steps in front of Ophelia to like block the line of sight. Um, what?
oh, did I?
Anyway, um, to block the line of sight, and Eddie's just and like you notice like he's wearing like he's wearing the simple garment of robe over over her form, but like you notice like her back like starts to as if there's like some sort of vestigial limbs behind underneath like on her back, and it's just but it's like undulating, and then you see like these strange see these strange it's very very faint and slightly glows, but it's like these strange markings, almost like a magical pattern, geometric in its lines and shapes around like around Addie's like facial features and around the bare arms, along and the lightly purplish tinge to her skin starts to darken to like a more like violet color. But it's like that hue is fading in and out as well. All right, good night. And you just hear Addie going like over and over, just mumbling all these phrases like no, no, get away, no, no, where's the other? Where's the other? Uh, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? What happened to me? What? And like Drayson like waves over some of the monks nearby to like come help out, help to like see if they have to like maybe hold Addie down or
Yeah.
to
So
like
Felix like puzzled and like concerned about Addie. She's not used to anyone ever reacting that way around her. If anything, usually people are very receptive and you know welcoming towards her due to her like personal magnetism. But she steps back. You know, she could clearly see that she's shook, and and she stands back. You know, she starts to like step back. You know, to give her space. You know, but at the same time puzzled. You don't understand what's going on at all.
just hear Addie more and more and more things she's saying. It's just sounds very confusing, but it seems to be directed. If it's not directed at other random things, some of it's directed like at Sophia, and Addie's just um anything about Sophia that it's saying things um like no, it's it's think about her. It's their fault. It's their fault. We're like this. That's why. Yeah, that's why we're here. That's why. Sorry, we. No, I. And Jason's like, um, she's not really like fighting anybody as they're like trying to help Addie back up to their feet. And um, Jason's like,
So
take
so Philo doesn't recognize her, right?
no,
She,
no.
okay, good.
Jason just goes, take Addie to take Addie to their quarters. And then he looks to Adelaide. He's like, and Sophia, and he's like, I apologize. This we haven't seen Addie like this since we found her.
Is it? It looks like I don't know if she was like pointing towards me or maybe those that I'm affiliated with. What happens? Is she
Strangely,
okay?
strangely, it seemed to be about you, Sophia, as if Addie had recognized something about you.
I don't
Oh,
Although the two
I,
of you have never met, correct?
not to my recollection. I mean, her unique skin tone, pigment of her skin. I mean, I will never forget such. I never
oh.
seen her before.
Can Adler roll knowledge planes with the help of Pale Lady?
What's the question?
The question would be: is Addie and Asimar?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll roll the Pale Lady's 8 other first. She ain't eating nothing.
Pele is like,
She only cares about the far realms.
I'll fucking roll
Right.
this shit. This shit's new to me.
Adler's roll.
Adler's very aware that Addie is definitely an outsider. Definitely not native to the material plane. Um, but from the conversations that he's had with Addie, they're just they're very lost on their origin. They only have bits and pieces that that usually that don't even really make sense. At times it sounds like Addie is talking about. There are times where Addie sounds like they're talking about another being, although simultaneously saying that it's also them. But whatever the case is, Adler knows that Addie's in good hands with Drayson. But hopefully Addie's nature isn't too much for Drayson to handle. He's aware that they're an outsider, but as for like the kind of power that Addie might either have or might be lying dormant is unknown. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, that's what he surmised from the situation.
So Adler looks at Ophelia and he says, "Hmm." He walks up to her and then he like walks around her, scrutinizing her, and then he comes back to like standing in front of her and he leans really close into her face. Like, you guys sure do have a lot in common. More in common than I have with Addie. So much in common that she didn't like it. Hmm.
Sophia gives
Interesting.
Sophia gives Adler a confused look. She is not following at all. but she keeps her composure though.
Okay. My guess is that you probably should keep your distance from Addie.
Definitely will. I did not mean to cause her any distress, but hopefully
Mm,
hopefully she'll be okay.
hopefully.
But I never met her before. I really don't recall ever seeing her. I don't.
Well,
I mean, she probably
that's
mistook
the
me for
thing.
someone else.
Well, see, that's the thing about the way the mind works, you know? Sometimes when it breaks to protect itself. And there are things that you don't want to remember. Pain, suffering that runs so deep, it fractures one's soul, makes them completely lose their frame of reference, forget
Mm,
who they are, who they should be, because remembering such a thing would be harder than simply not.
mm. Well, she's in good hands here.
The best hands that Daggerford has to offer, I would say.
I agree.
I think you get it eventually. Knowledge gained is always best when people come to that conclusion themselves. There's no fun in just telling everyone everything in the beginning.
I thought it was just Lucian full of mysteries, but you're full of mystery too.
What is that supposed to mean?
You seem to know so much about a lot of different topics. Just astounding.
Hmm. I do like
I,
to read a lot.
yeah, I mean, bruh, I know that I could count on your knowledge, not just magic or arcana, but also other topics as well.
Like Keys. I didn't get a chance to ask Addie about that.
Oh yeah, this Q's faceless one mentioned them, the Grimlocks. Um, have you been successful gathering any further information
Oh,
in regards to
lots.
Keel and the worms? Oh, you need to debrief me.
Oh, absolutely. I consider myself probably the foremost authority on all Keys information in this entire place.
Mm. Well, I hope that we squashed. I hope after we took out the even triad, that's the end of that.
Oh, far from it.
Wait, what? What do you mean? I mean, they're on the runs. The Grimlocks, they've all been defeated. The Kunkus, Faceless One. The only at large is Feldrick, but I don't really see him getting back together with those other two. I mean,
Man, you
I mean,
sure are hopeful.
well, there was that matter with the Lizards March, the marches there, but I
Um,
haven't heard anything from like higher ups in regards to that. So
don't you remember that there's cultists that got away?
yeah, Feldrick.
No, aside from Theldrick, there are people in the city of Daggerford who were cultists who escaped. We didn't defeat all of them.
Oh, they're just farmers. They're just civilians. They're misguided. Now that that
They're not
re-
misguided. They're
now that
guided
that
by Theldrick, and Theldrick's free to guide them.
well, if Feldrick left, he took him with him most likely.
Oh, you think
I don't.
Theldrick left the city? Why would he do that?
Didn't he? Why would he stay?
Because because Merkel's first home is located right here, underneath the city. Why would they leave such a holy place? Well, holy to them anyway.
I mean, if it was that important to him, he would have never ceded it to us.
Of course he would have. Look what we did for him. We completely wiped out the competition.
Hmm.
The cultists that ran off actually were all
Now, to my understanding, Cedric left. But if he hasn't, we need to alert the authorities.
Feldrick. Feldrick left. The cultists that ran off were all captured by
Mhm. Yeah, they're not a threat no more.
by Durable. Like he didn't let when he found out that people had gone into the tunnel, he didn't let anybody come out.
I didn't know that.
Mhm. So Frida did though. So she'll basically tell that to like Adler, like, oh no, I'm Elvin. They've gathered all those remnants that were out there. They all got snatched up. But Theldrick is still at large though for the crimes he committed against Daggerford. I wonder if they'll place a bounty on him. Hey, we could definitely benefit from a bounty. Hmm. eh,
But
Perhaps at a later.
the green words themselves still have an origin that we haven't found yet. All we have are samples of them.
Hmm. That's true.
As long as the green worms exist, and as long as
So what are the purpose of those worms?
I think they're more or less just a harbinger, a sign of the signs, a, a sign of the times.
Hmm. Well, I'll I'll lead you to keep doing further research on that. I mean, and anything else develops, let me know. I'll leave that in your hands.
Uh, Sophia, there is a day where you go to the table of the store to brush up on your fighting skills, and this time Calden Durnbold is there. Your
Parting
your
partner,
usual sparring partner.
follower of the Red Knight, right?
Yep. Yeah. And he sees you coming towards the. He's like he turns to Sophia as he was busy talking with some of the militia members near that were taking a break from the drill field. And he's like, Sophia. And he rushes up over to her and he's like, apologies. I've been very busy, as have you. But it's good that we finally have met again. I really wanted to I really wanted to
Get your number. Here's my number.
One of
right.
those digits. One of those digits.
Right. I really wanted to spar with you. Yes. again, although like he's like you typically is a very very diplomatic guy, but for some reason he's like he talks to Sophia, he's just like
He gets a -4 penalty talking to her.
well, he's like um he's like I'm sure you've grown quite well in your skill and I'm eager to test it.
As have you.
Yeah, he is.
I have heard you've been very busy out there. So, are you ready to put your skills to the test?
He takes out his longsword. He's like, yeah, I think this time you might actually beat me.
Yeah, you will.
Kind of rough, but you try to smash.
Hmm.
Now it's happening in both campaigns.
um, so he you guys go out to the drill field, and some of the members of the militia, and some people from the Table of the Sword Chapel, they you hear them in the distance. They're like, "Hey, Sophia and Calden, they're gonna spar again." Like, yeah, we don't see this. It's always intense. And so there's like small little crowd there, and Lucian's actually was busy. Uh, Lucian sees a nearby. He sees a small little gathering as he's out in the drill field,
Mm.
and he could see Calden and Sophia getting ready to spar.
At least you gotta be good look.
Alden. That motherfucker's name is
Right.
pretty close. Like,
Right. Right. Tuesday night, right?
for real.
Lucian muscles his way up to the front of the crowd. He's cheering on Sophia. He's like, let's go, Sophia.
Um,
Performance combat, boost the crowd.
so the spars usually involve he take he takes like the -4 penalty to do the non-lethal.
Yeah, her as well.
um, so time to begin the duel.
Although once she's like level, what is it, like level 5? When is she level 5 yet? Because she could do
Come on.
merciful. She
Come
could
on,
do
She's
let,
level
let,
she
4.
could do You could do that merciful enchantment on her weapon
let
without
us live
having to
in
Yeah,
take
level
that.
that's
5.
true. Yeah.
Without
All
having to take that
right.
-4 penalty. Is she
I'm
level
gonna
5 yet
roll.
or no?
Hmm.
What level is she, Lewis?
For this, we'll say she does have her level 6.
Level 6. All right.
Oh, I had a
Oh,
whole fight
level
at
six.
level 4.
This dude about to
For
get.
for this
That
for
man
Dude,
this
nice.
he's a,
for
let's
this event
go.
yeah.
No, I gotta do him
Mm,
level 6. We gotta do it. Let's
mm,
go.
mm,
Let's go. Save the day. Show me some shit. We should screaming.
mm.
But first,
That dude,
Sophia,
that dude is sleeping already, son. He like asleep,
but
flat footed.
first you have and it being a duel, you have access to dueling dodge and dueling parry and dueling resolve.
Let's just do a regular combat. I'm not trying to learn these rules now. I'm not brush up on this stuff.
Well, he's gonna fucking use it, right?
All right. Uh,
Nah, whatchamacallit? Yeah, she goes first.
all right. So Chigo, what is he equipped with? Shield
He
and longsword.
he's got he's got heavy steel shield and longsword, yeah,
Heavy steel short. No, that's not right.
and he's
She also has.
wearing chainmail.
Yeah. She also has her steel shield out and her let me see. I go with the short sword. Yeah, she has a short sword out as well. So
Right.
for she goes first. She'll use her divine might. She goes like does a quick prayer. Servant of Mistra, aid me. She like points out her like short sword up to the sky, and I guess the way that they describe it is like an angel or some sort, like the spirit, like basically binds to like her like weapon pretty much, and she chooses like the merciful enchantment. Watson will probably recognize this. So like
Oh, Isaiah.
the blade turns white pretty much when she's not trying to hurt someone or kill someone. So like you see
Oh shit.
like the blade of the short sword basically turns all white pretty much, and
Mm.
she holds her shield up, and yeah, and she how far away is this guy?
Maybe about 15 feet.
15 feet. She stands her ground. She stays there,
All right.
and
So he goes and is she ready in action or?
that was a standard action to
Oh,
use
just
the
standard
divine
to
bomb.
use the. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So he goes up to her and he he nods. He's like, huh, interesting. Takes the long sword and he swings for the attack. What's her armor class total? Yeah, he misses
Um,
anyway, but
Yeah, miss. Don't worry about
yeah,
her,
Damn, I gotta.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll be back.
he rushes up and he swings. Yeah, actually he charges. He charges. Misses. Um,
All right, so he gets a -2 penalty then because he charged.
yep.
So Fila gets a full round action. She got two attacks now. So so he gets -2 to AC. She's gonna do a full attack with her short sword.
All right.
Plus, I guess it would be +10 now, right? +10, +10. Let's see if it's a critical threat. It's a critical threat.
See if it's a
it. Oh
crit.
shit. Please crit. Trouble?
And he got a -2 to his AC
Yeah,
from
minus
charging.
two to his AC, but close, but no cigar.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, he got some high AC. 18. Oh shit. All right. So he suffers 2d 2d6 because merciful.
Okay.
It's non-lethal damage that he's suffering.
Yeah.
2d6 plus 4, I think, right? Yeah, plus 4.
Let's go.
All right. Takes 9.
Mm-hmm. Now she's doing her second attack. So that's what a
Probably should be plus
-5,
5. Yeah.
3 plus 5, yeah. That was almost a
All right.
17.
He yeah blocks that with his shield, and but yeah, as your blade had struck him, like it instead of stabbing into his shoulder, it like shoved his body aside, and he took like a sharp breath, like 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 he felt the pain of that, but also like there's no lethal wound there, but
So
he
like
got
so like when he was charging, just trying to like try to take out with a one blow. As soon as he steadies himself. As soon as he got close and he slashed his longsword, she just like you know expertly just like moved it, shoved it aside with her steel shield, and then swiftly, she tried to stab him through the chest, like here by the breastbone, but you see the short sword, like the white light explode. What looked like it was gonna be like a critical wound, it just like closed, like no blood coming out or anything. But it did leave
Mm.
like a bruise. It did leave like a bruise though. Like it's almost like if he got punched instead of
okay.
actually getting stabbed. So he has like a bruise there, like pretty
Right.
much.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and then just as swiftly, she recovers, and then she tries to strike back quickly, and then it hit, but that hit managed to hit his steel shield instead though, so he was able to deflect that one off.
Goes to
Oh
make
yeah.
another attack, but you block that with your
Blitz.
shield.
Bing.
You're up.
Mm. Right. So rinse and repeat.
Can I sway the crowd in the background?
Yeah, 22.
22 is a hit.
Ah man, Sophia's accuracy is getting better now with those levels.
Nice
Yeah.
watch,
Even though even though he's wearing all that armor. Mm. How's he looking health wise?
He takes that and he like tries
You
to
know that little
roll.
short that short
Yeah,
sword is hitting. That short sword is doing like great sword damage right now.
tries to roll with the blow, but like you can tell, like he takes a deep breath after the strike and he gets ready for the next one because I know you can make two.
Yeah. Mm. You guys are
Mm,
not used to her attacking like
All
that
right.
swiftly. Like he like yeah, that one
His
missed.
right.
second attack fails to penetrate his chainmail, and he's like he 5 foot steps away from her and 5 foot steps away from her uh and he sheaves his blade, his longsword, and then in the same motion that he sheathed the longsword, his other hand, um, actually no wait, he actually unclasps, move action unclasps the heavy shield,
Mm-hmm.
and free action drops it, and then drops the longsword and quick draws the freaking. He has a what looks to be a masterwork Fouchard pole arm,
Interesting.
and as he quick draws it out, as a free action, he like sli slices down towards it, but he like turns it so that he's not like actually slicing her. But in fact, Sophia knows that he's actually somewhat better with the Fouchard than he is with the sword,
Mm-hmm.
so he's pretty much stepping his game up.
Oh
Oh
damn, he did.
shit!
Damn.
Mm.
Does the
Critical threat if it hit.
Fouchard does Fouchard have a trying to see what crit range it has. Oh yeah, it's 18 through 20. Okay.
Yeah, 18 to 20. Yeah. That's an exotic weapon. Good weapon.
Yep. Um, what's your? Oh my god. Wait, minus
Her AC is 25 right now.
the 25.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He wasn't a critical, but he did deal some non-lethal damage of his own. When it was, alright. Back at 7, and then it went to 3. 8 points of non-lethal. 8 points of non-lethal damage to Sophia.
So
You're up.
she goes, so that's what I'm talking about. Man, I thought for a second there you were just gonna go out without even getting a hit in. And then she goes and
Damn.
so like she charges in and she goes like she's like, hey, let's make this interesting. She drops her shield, free action, and she's just fighting like with her short sword, and she just goes in there. And yeah, she's gonna go in there and just like strike him, even out the odds a little bit.
It,
That's
uh,
5 foot, right?
heavy steel shield. Okay, I'm trying to see his AC. Yeah, you 5 foot.
Okay. So yeah, so while she's moving, she's also gonna draw out her masterwork dagger as well.
All right.
On the other hand, that hit.
That's a hit.
She is not missing tonight.
Damn,
Let's
Mm.
go.
start putting in work.
I mean, I gotta
Right.
make sure. I gotta make sure this doesn't drop him. How's he looking health wise?
Eh, okay. He's still hanging in there, but
my,
you could
my,
tell this from the swings and the dodges and the hits and like
she,
he's breathing
Yeah.
harder and harder. He's like sweating profusely.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody's you
she,
can hear the cheers going up, and some of them are
Mm.
like you hear some of them go, Sophia's gonna get this. Yeah, Sophia's gonna get this time.
Nah, you hear Sophia, go. Sophia, go.
yeah,
You hear
and
Lucian. Sophia looks
she,
over.
she,
She easily hears and sees Lucian
yeah,
over there in the little
right.
crowd that's there.
And you guys noticed probably because her, you noticed that since Sophia saw him like drop his shield, she basically trying also to even out the odds. All right, you don't have your shield up, I don't got my shield up, so she dropped off. That's why she dropped it. Too chivalrous. So, oh yeah, she gets a second attack. All right, so for the second attack, um,
Mm.
for the second attack, Lewis, she's gonna make another attack.
Mhm.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Her second
Oh,
attack hit. Oh wait. Oh no, yeah, it was a 5 foot movement, so she could do 2 attacks. Yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
yeah, so that second attack hit.
roll damage.
Man,
mm,
she ain't even had to cast no spells or anything. Man, this dude was
no.
hurting, son.
Yes.
Got it. Ugh.
Oh yeah, he's
Good night.
looking. Yeah. Um, he's like
It's
it almost looks on
over.
his. It almost kind of looks like he's about to yield, but he shakes his
He's
head
like,
and he's like, as if he
yo,
decided against it, and he 5 foot steps back,
she,
and like you could
she,
see him
she,
put
she
all
learned this
everything that
from.
he.
You see, like Sophia, like after she does like that too swift attack, like real quickly. She learned this from like Lucian, like during like military drill. Since by now they already been to like the academy and all that to the militia. You see her like
Mhm.
like twirling her like short sword and also her dagger, going like trying to mimic like what like Lucian be doing, but with her blade. And then now she's holding like both her blades like a ninja, like that, like backwards. Short sword and dagger.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
So
shit.
he you could see that he's putting everything into this right now. See, he's gonna be using all his stamina. Uh,
This dude's a fighter, son. Oh shit. Taking the
gotta respect it.
you could
mm-hmm.
see
Right.
you could see that he's
Right.
definitely more on the defensive. Um, but
Yeah.
he's putting in all them stamina points to take off the penalty while keeping the AC. Um, and this time this Voucher, instead of going for a hit, tries to go for a sweep.
Mm.
That was almost a
Mm.
20.
What's your
Really
combat maneuver?
close.
What's
Mm.
your combat maneuver defense?
CMD
Man, that
is
shit was laying on that 20, wasn't it?
It
CMD.
was.
Yeah.
I think it's 19. I think it's 19, right? 19. Oh wait. She's level 6, so it
Yeah,
should be 21.
21.
21. Yeah.
And he's got a plus, and he uses
40.
a lot of combat stamina for that. He takes the falchion and he sweeps her off her feet, knocks her
That's
onto the
what I'm
ground,
talking
Mm.
about.
and she's like, but you see like he's breathing real heavy, and he's like, but you can tell that like he's using his tactical mind to like put his guard up to the
Yeah.
max right now.
Using that fighter technique, man. You can't underestimate those people.
So he's
Right.
definitely gonna be harder to hit. Um, your turn.
All right. She goes like, "Huh, that's the spirit, and she uh she she gets up. She'll take the attack opportunity.
All right, he makes it.
Mm.
Successfully gets her for 15,
Mm,
non-lethal.
yeah, that dude did good damage there. Yes, I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Now we having a
As
good
as
fight.
Yeah.
As she was trying to get up, he like the flat end of the vulture. He pow slaps it like mad hard across her face.
Right, right.
Made her like bait for like a split second as she was getting up.
She goes like
Oh,
like she touches like her like cheeks a little bit. Wow, you have improved. All right.
oh, that is cheap. Oh, that is cheap. That was cheap.
So let me see. They're like he did a 5 foot step back. How far away are they from each other? 10 feet or no 5 feet
Yeah,
from
he's
each other,
within
right?
yeah, it's 5 feet because he's keeping her within reach of his vulture. So yeah.
Stop playing with him,
All
Sophia.
right.
Knock him
Yeah. So
down.
so he goes like yeah. So she goes all right. So she goes up to him and she drops the dagger and then like with the cestus tries to punch him like pretty much. Like right where she got him, like where he got him, like in the jaw. She pays him in favor as well.
Oh wait,
So
this isn't the merciful weapon though, right?
no, it's not.
So it hit. Okay, so -4 to the attack.
Hmm.
Okay.
So that will be, let me see, +5, I think, right? I think so.
And he's like swinging his vulture right in like a manner, in like a defensive manner, as you're like you drop your blade and
Mhm.
you try to find that opening and you go to like punch, but like the vulture quickly like he reverses the grip, spins it around, knocks her hand away. Um,
Mm.
and then
And then
he looks he's like, so that's what you're doing. You're enjoying this. You want to drag this out now. Mhm. And now
yeah,
he goes in. Um, he chooses not to completely wear himself out. Well,
she got her she got her second attack. It'll be
oh yeah,
with the
she's got a
cestus
second
as well.
attack. That's right. No,
Yeah,
wait. She had a
yep,
move action to stand up though.
that's true. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
she basically got up and tried to. So you can.
Yeah, yeah. She's right. Yep, that's right.
Wake up DP.
Ooh,
18.
Mm.
ooh, got her with that one. Wait, what's the? Let me double check his bonus. Actually, -4 because he's doing non-lethal, and then
And then he's fighting defensively, I think, also, right? All combat expertise.
oh, it's combat expertise. But yeah. So actually, that what's your armor class now?
Her armor class now is 20. Excuse me, 22
22
without
because
the shield.
without the
22.
shield.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, she could tell that he's totally on the defense because even with that 18,
still missed.
he missed.
All right. So she goes again for the, for the hook shot. Ooh, come on.
No,
Mm.
so he's twirling his vulture, twisting his body so that he could have his armor protect. He's twisting his body in ways so that when you go to attack, he can have his armor, like he can intercept it with his armor. Um, he's trying to dodge. He's doing, you're both just going back and forth. And then when he, then he, spins his torch really quickly, and then he like slices it out towards her. Well, not an actual slice, but like he turns it backwards and like goes to hit her with the other side of it, the blunt end. And
Mhm.
like he goes in, and he's got his guard is completely up, and like he looks confident, like okay, she's having problems, she's gonna have a problem hitting me like this, but so am I. He's like, I'm just trying to drag this out as long as I can. That's his tactic. We'll just do this
Mm.
as a battle of attrition. But when he did that, like Sophia, and then she twists and liver blows him. Wow, and he's like,
Nice.
It's a critical threat. I'm gonna roll again.
yeah, roll again.
1920
It's
for
19 to
Cestus. Yeah.
20. Oh, it's 19 to 20 for assessment.
Yeah, I was
Oh
just looking at
shit,
it right now.
I didn't
It's
even know that.
1920. I thought it was 20. I thought it was just like a 20.
I thought it was 22.
Yeah,
No, but
I'm gonna
Langham
look it up
had
on the
one.
actual site. I have it down. Yeah, but Lennon didn't use that as much. I am. Shit.
Although I was using the 3.5 Cestus, that's
Ah, okay. I'm using the
probably
Pathfinder one
why.
too.
I was about to say I use that cestus a lot.
Actually, yeah, especially when
I
you
used
have
Yeah,
to
that
yeah,
when you have the
electrify
magic
it.
yeah. It's
electrify
yeah.
magic weapon too, plus
Mm-hmm.
5.
Ward Cestus. No, not that one. That's
No,
Ward
Cestus.
Cestus. Yeah, Cestus. I forgot what book that's even in. Hold up.
Cestus. 1920 times 2. Yeah, well, let me roll this.
No. Yeah, hold on. Ward Cestus.
Lucia was taking side bets in the crowd.
Lewis, that was a critical,
Damn.
son. Lewis,
Lucia
It
took
was
side
a
bets in the
crit.
crowd.
King. Yo,
Caught that boy with the sore
he
yuka, just like you said.
he
Lou.
look he's not non-lethal. He would have lost a couple of teeth, man. Like
Mhm,
that
mhm.
fighter needs more training, son. Nah, he's kidding.
Right.
Got lucky with the rolls. If it
3E
was like a
only
real
3E only has a it has a Cestus, but it only has a Ward Cestus, which does the same damage as an unarmed strike, but what it's a leather gauntlet with a metal weight sewn over the knuckles that gives you a +1 bonus to your AC if you total defense. But that's it.
also has to
They
add
only
a
have a
bonus.
Ward Cestus, but you're using so the only like official rules for just a regular Cestus is actually in Pathfinder.
Eesh.
So we'll be using
Yep.
this one for the actual Cestus, not the
Hey,
Ward
that's a
Cestus.
hey, that Festus has a lot of history. Remember all those skeletons she like bashed heads with? I
Yeah.
think like 10 of them.
And that's a
She like
1d4, so 2d4, like 2d4 plus 6, I think you're doing.
plus 6. Yeah, her strength is 16. Yeah.
Yeah, you live below him and he's just like and like you see the eyes in the back of his head roll and he like collapses.
Knocked out, son.
He's
Mm.
like but as he's collapsing, like you see a smile on his face.
She fighting like a fighter too. She's not even fighting like a
You
paladin,
see a
like an
smile
honorable
on his
fighter.
face and like his thumb goes up and he drops and he's just like on the floor like this. Fucking birds
Giving
around his
props.
head.
Alright.
And everyone's like cheering. Like,
Oh shit!
be a big
Pay up!
Paladin.
Pay up!
Hey yo!
Pay up! Pay up! Pay up! Lucia's taking money from cadets in the crowd and shit. He's taking
Yo.
gold.
Yeah.
I had to, I had,
She
I
can't
had
be
to bet on civilian.
she gotta represent the squad though. She can't be like
Uh,
Lucy Face like that. You know.
uh,
So I'm
That's
sure you
dope.
probably lay on hands and wake his ass.
Of course, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the
You
ceiling
know
go
you
over
know
and
what's
right,
she
right.
fucking
was
just
not gonna
heal
she
him.
was
Yeah.
not gonna
Yeah.
use lay on hands. She was not gonna use lay on hands on herself. She was gonna have a
Right.
Right.
duel.
Yeah.
She lost. She lost. Yeah.
He was gonna
So
take
yeah.
that
So she
beating.
like yeah. So when he goes down, she goes like grabs like his like his forearm, like rise champion, and you can see like her holy energy like, and he
He
comes
like
back
yeah, he wakes
and
back
she
up and he's like he just feels all this positive energy flowing through him as vitality returns and he's breathing
yeah.
more easier now and he's like puts a hand on her back and he's like, told you you'd beat me. I was actually giving it my all.
It was a glorious fight. Thank you. You
He's like, well, I'm glad I didn't make that bet.
and which bet was that?
It was a personal bet. If I won, I was gonna ask you for spend some time with me out in the town, but I lost. Clearly, my
Well, well, say, well, I'll tell you what, comrade. How about I take you out to eat tonight?
he nods. He's like, with the champion, of course. Can't say no to that.
All right.
And
And then she goes to the crowd, yeah, like waves her like sword, sheathes it, you know, picks up her shield, and oh yeah, she felt the adrenaline rush, so she enjoyed that. She wanted that. She needed that warm up.
mhm.
No, watch.
So he's like, well, guess I better
You
go
should
clean. I
screaming in the
guess I better
background.
go. I better go clean up. So he's like, oh, I'll see you soon.
And she's like, well, Sir Knight, are you gonna come pick me up, or do I need to come pick you up?
Man, that boy got some
What?
bruises to nurse. He may have to be the one to come
He's
because
like,
he ain't in no position to drive.
he's like, I don't discriminate either way.
It's a simp, son. I'm a simp. Nice. Give me some. Nah, she's like, oh, great. He's friend zone, son.
He's friend.
she,
Yeah, damn,
she
that's fucked
friend
up.
zone. Yeah,
Oh shit.
so yeah, Sophia friend zone him, son.
So,
All right. She needs someone to talk to tonight. Like, hey, listen, by the way, when are we gonna
so,
fight again? And this dude's trying to smash. Sophia's like thinking about fighting and shit.
Right. Here we talk. He gonna be talking shit. We talk about fighting all night. That nigga
Yeah, that's what she's gonna be. Yeah,
be.
and he's a fighter too. You see stamina.
so,
She wants to learn
yeah.
about those like fighter techniques he was doing.
So later that day, you got to
Hmm.
you got to see a side of Paladin that wasn't always involved with fighting and whatnot. You got to see his
Or
more
slaying.
personal side as your characters go about the town and enjoy some of the sights and um your choice of an eatery um and
And Sophia's not a tomboy. She's wearing like a nice like summer type. I'm not gonna
right,
say semi dress.
right.
Kind of similar to that white outfit that I had her wearing one time in the picture that I put in the basement.
Yeah,
And
dressed up as well. Although
he's a
he
nobility. He's
yeah,
a nobility.
he got the noble
He's
outfit
from
on.
he's,
But
yeah, that dude got money.
when he
He should
meets
be
her,
a
he's
contest
like
to the night watch.
when he
I know.
meets her, he goes, I have to admit, he's like, as they're going out about the town, he's like, I have to admit, and he pulls aside he pulls aside the collar of his tabard, and he's like, and you can see a chain shirt underneath it. He's like, can't entirely leave this behind. You never know.
So Ophelia, the only armaments that she has equipped is just her trusty short sword, and that's it. No other weapons or armor or anything.
Yeah.
She has the greatest
Yeah,
armor and shield imaginable.
he has
And
just his long sword.
can you guys guess what that is? Mistress shield and armor. She relies on her faith for protection while in
Yeah.
town.
Yeah, he just has
And
his
she's with
long
this
sword,
dude.
and he's in a instead of his medium armor, obviously he's in his light armor. Kind of hard to dress up when you got wear that medium suit of chainmail. So
Mhm.
This
um
this guy's such a noob, son.
so he goes, time goes by. He goes, and you start to learn more about each other. You learn about his time as a youth at the in Waterdeep as a member of
Mhm.
the Durenbols family. He's the third son of the family. Um, you learn also stuff about like the interest that he has, why he dedicated himself to the Red Knight. He would hear um when he would enjoy hearing like war stories, but like the stories he loved in particular were those of the Red Knight. And then when it was learned that she attained apotheosis, um,
Mm.
he immediately, you know, jumped on board with joining the faith. Um, and so there's a spot where you guys are actually getting close to a building that's been abandoned for quite some time. Um, and it gets a little quiet because Sophia Sophia knows this building well as flashbacks come back where when she was a small little girl, this place was the theater in town that was run by a bard, um which we bumped into in the first session. Run by a bard named theater, the Grand Playhouse. It's actually one of the largest structures in Daggerford, but it's least used. It was originally designed to bring culture and civility to the small town, and a maestro named Samus, the rapturous singer, rapturous songster, had
Mm.
purchased the land and had the structure built, and he hired actors and Araya carting divas and tried bringing the plays that were made famous into the city of Daggerford. And um, she recalls, Sophia recalls going here a lot and being in the dressing room where her mother was at. This was where her mother um, spent her time as a singer here, and people came
Mm.
came to listen to her singing voice because it seemed unmatched by anybody else within town.
Since Durham Ball, I mean, since he like share a lot of his history, so Felix a little selective what she shares about her past, but she does share that part of her childhood, when she was living with her father, her mom, and especially this place that brings back so much like memory. Like, he shares, oh, my mom was like very well known in these parts. She used to bring smile to everyone here, patrons from even outside of Daggerford, as far as like from your hometown, Waterdeep. We used to come out of here and even have her go and perform and sing elsewhere. Those were great, great times. I miss her for singing, and so she shares
Calvin
that.
Calvin replies, he's like, yeah, I've heard the stories. It's tragic that Samus couldn't keep the place running after, and he stopped because like he was when he says after he was Sophia recalls that nothing was the same ever since she was attacked and outside the playhouse, and um those fiends had killed her father and taken her mother away, and
Mhm.
they had full intention of taking Sophia, but she recalls her mother pleading with her to escape, to go to
What?
escape and to go to the Laughing Hollow.
I think actually, Louis, now that you say that, because she knows Colden like for a long, long time, so she'll share that as well, like her
Okay.
experience when she went there. She would, cause she just figure out a way. She knows that he's romantically interested in her, and she just like think she knows how to like let him down, but to have him save face at the same time. She realized, there she basically tells him, after this tragic event happened, um, that's when I chose, my life, my destiny changed forever. I I took my vows, my oath, and this is the path that I have taken for the rest of my days, even if it means forsaking romance, future husband or kid.
Mm.
I cannot. What happened to me? What happened? I don't want another child or another loved one to go through that. Potential spouse. I have to do my part. I'm just a small cog in the grand schemes of things, but if I could just take out one fiend, and that fiend could have essentially slain 20 or 30 other souls, even if it means putting my life in danger and making enemies from the infernal forces, I would do so. So I care a lot about you, Colden, but even if I love someone, I will never be able to commit to anyone
Yeah, I'll
because
be on some mistress.
my path is a path I must walk alone, and I have taken a vow, and you can understand as a follower of the Red Knight how serious vows are and oaths. So she tries to like basically say that, that, even if she's not acknowledging that she likes him or anything like that or loves him and all that, but she prevents herself consciously to not give in to any like temptation. I mean, she's human. I mean, she feels, she's attracted by certain people as well. I mean, she's low key is attracted by his bravado and chivalrous. She does like low key has a crush, but she tries to like, see past that. So if he has sense motives, he probably could sense that as well. But
He listens intently and nods to it. And he's like, "I respect that, Sophia. I can understand where you're coming from.
she wouldn't, she wouldn't want,
Not
she
entirely,
would,
of course, but
she don't want him to waste his life chasing her, and then like when there's other, you know, she'll feel guilty. She's not
he's
a
like,
freaking, she's not a gold digger.
but he's like, yeah, totally understandable, and that won't change anything. I can promise you that." And he looks back at the
That means a lot.
playhouse.
That means a lot to me, Colden. It really does. Thank you.
Looks back at the playhouse and um like even though the place is kind of run down now, like Sophia's got memories of when it was like lively and people didn't really come that often, but whenever her mother was there, gonna sing like that was usually when it was packed. Um and it was, she recalls the song that, a favorite song of Sophia that her mother would sing and it plays through her head as she's looking at the playhouse. Um and Calvin looks over
Mhm.
and he's like, also doesn't change the fact that this shouldn't be like this. We need more, especially with what's happening here in Daggerford.
Mm.
We need to build. This needs to be rebuilt. In fact, it's already happening, Sophia. I convinced my family to invest in this.
Her eyes like sparks up. Oh, really? I mean, you don't have to, but that would mean that would mean so much to not just the town, but she looks like at his eyes. That would mean a lot to me as well. And she smiles.
No, she's like, that's good, good to hear. And he looks over at the entranceway, and he's like, definitely a fixer-upper, though.
I could.
It doesn't deserve to be to be used either the way it's been used for the past several years. And as he says that, um, the as he says that, the uh, there's a sudden crash um
Shit.
of the doors, the front doors just opening. The old rotted doors just suddenly just popped open. Because the building has been known, it's been vacant, and but now and then, trespassers use it um, for usually illegal activity, or or clandestine meetings and whatnot.
Hmm.
Um, but these doors they burst open, and she sees a man running out. Um, and you could roll a local check.
Mm.
He runs out
She
and he's
got
got
okay.
and she caught his face as he's like lifting the cowl from his robe and he's like trying to cover his
Hmm.
face.
Idiot smash.
I don't have my will local duchy count? Daggerford, would that
Yeah.
count?
Yes.
What was it again? I don't have my level 6 character sheet. I thought I had it.
Oh. Uh, where is it?
I know I put was it a 1 rank or 2 I put there? I think I put 1 or 2, I'm not sure.
Page ones.
I kind of wanted to put Lewis. I realized that knowledge engineering, I thought that was a class skill for Sophia, but it's a cross skill and she never used that before.
Yeah.
Instead of having knowledge and engineering, could she have that also in the duchy knowledge as well?
Yeah.
The duchy Daggerford, yeah. So
So then
put
she has
two.
a +6 bonus.
Okay, good.
Passed on the dot. She recognizes the man who his name is Rucker.
Rupert?
Rucker.
Oh, Rucker.
And Rucker has usually kept to himself, doesn't socialize much, but people know him to be a cleric of the god um Brandul. Um I guess you could roll a religion check for that.
Out of character, I never even heard of that. I don't even know what that is. Like, what god is that? Oh, yeah, she don't have a clue. Just like the player doesn't have a clue who that is.
um yeah, she doesn't have an idea. Um but she sees him coming out and he
She
starts like
recognizes him.
she recognizes him and she sees him like bolting away from the building as fast as possible. Um
Hey, that's Rocket, the cleric of what's the name of that deity? I forget. Imbrand? Hey, he seems to be in a hurry somewhere.
and you see small size slime creature, olive in color, coming out the doors. Um, it comes out and it's just like all amorphous and it's like looking around for something to attack and it with hostility it like rushes towards you and Calvin. And
Hmm.
Calvin's like, what? Yeah. Picks his sword out and he turns to Sophia and he's like, I'll handle this. He's like, whatever the heck Ruckert's doing, we gotta stop him quickly.
She
See
not
if you can catch him.
she nods and jets out after Rucker.
And you go to Ruckert. Go chase him down. We got ourselves a chase scene.
Oh, she's not unencumbered this time because she's not wearing her armor, so she has her full speed this time.
So begins the chase scene. Here is the chase scene.
What the?
I remember that.
You remember this? Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna put Ruckert's name here. Let's change the color so we can see. No, whoops. Why is it doing that? Okay. It's like that's weird. It's like stuck on grab. Okay. I want to change the color. Okay, there it's Ruckert. Um, actually no, he's up here. And Sophia will be here. Now for this chase scene, it's basically you chasing him through the town, finding avenues of catching up to him, and he trying to find avenues to get away from her. So we start off here. Now you have a choice. There's a crowd of people. You could try and shove your way through them with a DC 13 strength check to advance, or you can
It's cool.
convince the crowd to move out your way instead of shoving through them with a diplomacy check.
She's gonna go with diplomacy. She's gonna like, you know, everyone please, stand aside. She's gonna go with the diplomacy check. 20 plus. Oh, it's plus 15. She passes automatically.
Oh, well, there you go. The
I mean, is there any synergy if she gets like a high roll or something? Like she'll skip 2 spots or no? Not really, right?
that's actually a possibility.
So I'll roll if that's the case.
Damn it. Where is it? There we go. Oh, science start. That had a head start. Three cards. Oh, they have a head
Shit,
start.
she
They
got
begin 3 cards ahead. One, two, three. Okay, yeah, he is on the third card.
she got a 32 for diplomacy.
Okay. She got what?
32.
Oh, 32 total. Ooh. Yeah. I'm just seeing there's a
This is
way
gonna
to skip through.
this is gonna be challenging because she don't got her adventuring equipment with her. She don't got her rope or grappling hook, none of that shit.
At least you don't got that armor on because you don't have
I
penalty
know.
for that.
Yeah, she don't got that armor on. Yeah, she don't got. Yeah, she got that full 30 foot movement, 100%. She could double speed, sprint, all that good stuff. Shit, she's not used to.
Okay. The character exits from a card. They must choose one of that card's 2 obstacles to face. This is a standard action. Before moving to the next card, success means the character moves to the next card. I mean, okay. Character wants to attempt to move. Okay, if you want to attempt to move 3 cards during your turn, you can do so by taking a full round action. That character must overcome both obstacles on the card. So you have a choice of a you have a choice of
Oh, I see.
yeah. So you succeeded on the DC 15 check for the
Can that, can,
obviously because
can that
it's
be
the
my
crowd to
can
move.
that can that be my can that be my strength roll? Because I passed my diplomacy anyways, unless I'm not getting anything for the high diplomacy roll.
Yeah. Yeah. So you advance 3 cards, so 1, 2, 3, and you get to Rucker where you caught up to him. Now it's a matter of
That's what I'm talking about. Shit,
now it's going to be his turn.
in the
Um,
same square.
if
Animal handling. Roth. I hope your training comes
now
true today.
over here there's in this part of the town there's a herd of cattle that's obstructing the path.
Mm,
So either I handle animal to get through it, or you could you
ha-
know to frighten the
Handle
herd of
animal.
cattle with the intimidate check. What he does
We're about to see if Sophia learn anything from Roth. Yeah.
is he tries to intimidate.
He tries to intimidate.
He succeeds, and he only moves 1 square.
Yeah, last session we did the training. So he moved. All right. So hmm. Well, Sophia is definitely, even though it's actually will be an easy role for her to intimidate the cattle, but she loves animals, so that's a detriment to her. Even though she needs like a 3 or higher to beat it, but she is not gonna intimidate animals because she loves animals. So she's gonna go with the handle animal. Damn, it's a higher DC. She might freaking lose. I mean, she might. Lose track of this dude.
Right? Standard action.
All right. So where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh wow, it's actually pretty high. Thanks, Roth. She was paying attention because she loves animals. 1d10 plus 10. Ando animal. You probably will get a pet night owl. It's appropriate for the group.
That's
That'll be
dope.
that'll be the mascot. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, she passed.
Yeah. She moves. It's a move action and then a standard to get past the obstacle, which you did. Now it's his turn. He's got to either maneuver across some slippery animal dung and mud, or he may spot a shortcut nearby. He tries to do both, trying to find the shortcut while avoiding all slippery road. Hmm. Um. Yeah, he failed. Failed the acrobatics one. Let's see if he passed perception. Passes the perception. He only advances one.
Hold on. So you could make two rolls. You're not limited to just one.
It's a full round action to do both obstacles, which will advance you three cards. If
So
you
what happens?
fail, if you fail either obstacle by 5 or less, you move only one card forward. Actually, yeah, okay, yeah, I had to move card forward. Did he fail by 5 or less? Yeah, he did. And his turn ends. If the character fails both obstacle checks by more than 5, they can't move at all. So he only passed one. So he was only able to move one square.
Where he at? Down here? I don't see his name no more.
Oh, he's right here.
Oh, okay. Okay. All the map goes further to the right. All right. So Sophia is gonna also, like, if I were to do perception, which she's gonna do, the check. If she were to pass, then she'll move to the next square. But if
Yeah,
she chooses to do both, but fails one of them by too many, even though she passed perception, let's say, she risks staying in the same square.
if she fails both of them, um, if she fails both of them by more than 5, can't move at all.
What if she passed one of them but fails the other one?
If she passes one, um, character fails either obstacle. Oh, okay. If you fail either check by more than 5, you can't move at all. If you fail
Oh,
only one check by 5 or less, you will move one card forward.
so the
That's
risk of
that's
roll.
that's that's as a, that's as a full round action, or you could
So the
standard action to just roll one check and move one card forward.
just to make sure we're on the same page. So the potential drawback of doing a full round action is that although you might pass one check, but if the second check you fail by 5 or more, then you still will not move at all.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
Is that
drawback.
correct?
Yeah,
Oh, all right. Now she's doing just standard action because her acrobatic is not good. It's just +1. All right, so she's gonna, yeah, she'll take a standard. She'll do a perception check.
okay. She passes. All right. Here, she's like on his tail. He's trying his. He goes. He tries to do both. Get a sense where Sophelia plans to run next. So he's doing sense motive, and he's also trying to see if there's a building he can cut through. Hmm. So he sense motive. I believe I have. Let me just check to see if I have it. That I should have. Whoops. H worms. NPCs. Yeah, I do. I do. What was that? The sense motive? Okay, yeah, he passed the sense motive, and he passed the local. Okay,
She's doing both checks too.
one, two,
Local,
three.
local.
And through the crowd, chasing, chasing. A two, yikes.
Yeah, that's for local, and she's also doing
Okay, but you didn't fail by more than 5, so
and she's also doing sense motive as well. It should be sense motive plus 8.
Damn, it's 107 already. Mm,
Oh
level
wow.
two.
Oh, she passed on
you
the.
passed
No,
that
wait,
one.
she failed.
So wait, she failed the. Oh,
She
she failed the
failed.
sense
Yeah.
motive. Oh, she
Yeah.
doesn't move at all. Okay. Record.
Oh
Uh,
man, this is gonna get away.
just gonna try
She's never
both.
been good at chasing. Mm.
I think he. What's his stealth? He failed the stealth to blend into the crowd, and he failed the acrobatics check to try and leap over some sheep, a group of sheep. That slowed him down. He can't move. It's Ophelia's turn.
Okay, she's doing it. She's doing both again. All right,
All
that
right.
one passed this time, and she's doing local as well. Oh come on, it's freaking 8 again.
If she moves
She moved. She moved one.
H for the okay, yeah, she moves 1. All right, Rucker tries again. Uh, the acrobatics he failed by less than 5, but he passed the stealth.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch up with you guys.
All right, Sophia. All right, man. We're just gonna finish up this. See how this chase scene ends.
Uh,
Oh boy, reflex. I mean, he looks like he's far. She's gonna like risk both. So she's gonna do reflex save and also escape artist as well. So
Dodge
20,
falling
20.
barrels of animals that were knocked over, and then squeeze between 2 overloaded heavy wagons.
Yeah, she. I mean, she could have easily like intimidate the animals, but she like not doing that though. It's against her character
All right.
because she got the charisma for it. But so what's her reflex now? Plus plus 10. All right, plus 10 reflex, and then also escape artist. Oh, reflex passed, and then escape artist would be yeah, escape artist
That's
passed as
both.
well. That's plus 1.
One,
Yeah.
two, three. You catch up to him.
Oh
It's a
shit.
matter of see what he does. He's desperate. He tries to
He's like, stop! Why are you running? What are you up to? I know it's you, Rockert. No use
ah,
running.
damn, he passed both.
Yeah, he's gone.
He there was a fast moving wagon and he managed to avoid it. Um when he perceived it, which like blocks Ophelia.
Hmm.
And then there was a group of playing children. He dodged them very quickly, and then Ophelia lost track of him after that.
Ah, damn. And those two checks, you would have passed easily too.
Oof.
Reflex, you would have passed.
It was close. There was a few times where I'm like,
Okay.
is he
Yeah.
gonna be stuck in the same square or is yeah, if he was stuck in the same square, then it would be your turn. And you would be able to like standard action or full round action attack.
Mm.
Grab him, whatever you wanted to do.
Mm. Oh, so that's how that works. If they were
Yeah,
stuck in the same square for like a while, for like around. Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, for just one turn. Like while you're in it. Yeah.
Mm. Also, every time he was at her square, but she already took her turn to get to his square, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
then he was trying to like get away from her, and he kept passing. So
That's kind of cool. I
he
never.
kept like
I,
yeah.
I like that. That was a cool game.
He got away, but Sophia knows where Ruckert
I know
lives.
his. I recognize it. Yeah, I recognize him there. I know where to go. And
So
I know who to send.
if he tries to go back
Must send
home,
Lucian over there. Nah.
and as you go back to where Paladin's at, you could see him breathing. Takes like a deep breath, and you look on the floor and you see the slime creature like it's been defeated. You see like um you see flash wounds all over it, and there's like a puddle of this weird olive like slime on the floor. And he uh he looked over to Ophelia and he's like, "Ah, bastard got away. The heck was he doing in here? What is this thing?"
He is very swift, but I know where he lives, so I'm not too concerned about him. But what's going on here? What are these creatures?
I haven't a clue. Whatever he was doing in there. I mean, he worships Brandul, which is the god of caverns and the underground.
Hmm.
So
Under-
it is a place of it is a place where you will often find ooze creatures, but this is unlike any ooze I've seen. This it seemed almost humanoid. It was strange. It reminded me of olive slimes, but nothing like this. Well, we'll get to him and we'll find out what was going on in there. Definitely going to make
Right.
sure that the cleanup team gets to this place and renovates it quickly. He ain't going in this building anymore. Now that it's been purchased. Well, that was an exciting end to the.
It sure was. You see her like brush off like her like sweat a little bit. Uh, was not expecting we were gonna get any training tonight as well. That was unexpected.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go make our reports and see you again soon, Sophia.
She goes like, till we meet again. Listen, I really appreciate everything that you have done for us and for me as well.
Anytime, Sophia.
It looks like she wants to say something else to him, but then like she like purches her lips and just like looks away. And she remains silent, and and then talk about any other topics. I'm gonna presume that he's probably gonna walk her back to like her dorm, probably.
Yeah. Just in case Ruckert comes back, does something weird. Best that there's two of
She
us.
she like like just like slightly, just like a few like for like a few sometimes she's like a little nostalgic. She like sometimes like dreams like, wow, what life would have been like if like my parents were still alive. Like I probably would have had like an ordinary life. Like just like any other woman. Settle down. Find a good man. Raise a farm, kids. But that gives her even more conviction to and reaffirms more her conviction to like make sure like what happened to her doesn't happen to like other innocent folks. So others could be happy, be merry and so forth. But she's happy. She had like a very good day and evening as well.
Right. And that scene, we've got we've got Luna up next for next week, and then Lucian, and then Roth.
When is the duel
Three.
happening? When is the duel happening? Night Watch versus Cullen and crew.
Well, your characters will find out what's
I
going
feel
on
like
with
we set that up.
what's going on with Cullen. Right. What's
Lu-
going on with
Yeah,
Cullen in the
I feel like we
games.
set that up pretty well.
Um. But yeah, we'll do
Set up some good beef.
Luna, Lucian, and Roth. Those three. Those three shouldn't take too long with their what I what I have for their scenes, and then then once those 3 scenes I have ready are done, then the next one's gonna be the last one's gonna be Luna again, and it'll begin chapter 3.
You gonna do the training scene at the end?
Yeah, the last 2 weeks
Last
of the
session.
downtime, it'll be them training for their teamwork benefit,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll begin with Luna having a certain meeting, which will then lead into chapter 3.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely. Hopefully, we'll start chapter 3 next week, and I get everybody can use their 6 level sheets, but
Sweet.
slight chance it might be the week after, but um,
Yeah.
depends on
We're doing some good RP right now, though.
yeah
I think this actually helped build the
depends on how
character for
long the
Fluting.
RP is with the characters next week. So
Right. Because it's
Hmm.
kind of just been flowing. I didn't even
um,
realize it was that time. I looked up and it was 1 o'clock.
right, yeah, and I hate to like try and cut anybody off. I try to find a good spot where we can
Right,
move
right.
on because not want there to be development, but would it want one character for 3.5 hours?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes too much is too much.
Mm-hmm. We're kind of breaking up this one.
So yeah, let's try and get those
I think we broke it up good this time. That
try
was
and
a
get
good
the
breakup.
six level sheets ready for next week. And I know the biggest thing really is the gear. What the characters are doing with the loot. What resources they're
Mm-hmm.
using to gear up. So we're trying to get that settled
All right.
over the week.
Um, what is it? I got the
Although
Dragon
we
Pistol.
gotta get Tuesday shit done really fast first.
Right, because Tuesday will be
Yeah.
here right now.
Tuesday, yeah, it's gonna be here quick, and
Yeah.
they
Oh,
definitely.
and speaking of which, you know what? Let me roll. Let me roll this 1d10.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, really a 1d10 for 4. Okay,
All right.
2 points less than average. Player characters, Rise of the Rune Lord, Nathir. Your HP total will be 53.
Cool. And then
But yeah, Tuesday group needs to figure out what they're doing with the loot. I think
Oh, you guys leveled up in the Tuesday group?
yeah,
yeah, we finally made the level 5.
they got to level
Oh,
5.
cool, cool, cool.
But yeah,
We finally have yeah,
I got
it was
I
hard
got
earned, my man.
Nasir's, Waylon's, everybody's character sheets for 5th level is done except for not Luna, Icarus and uh Quindamere.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna
once I get their sheets, then the last priority is to everybody's gotta tell me what they're doing with the loot.
I think they're just breaking it up. Yeah. I guess whatever weapons Mike needs to take, he's got to take. Everybody else, we fight barehanded, so we don't need shit. We don't need shit in the pile.
It's gonna come down to the alchemists and the spellcasters
Yeah.
needing to use it
Uh,
first, and the item
um,
crafters. The item crafters and the spellcasters probably gonna need it first.
it's,
Caldum
you,
would probably
you,
be Caldum would probably be second, followed by the 2 monks.
no, I mean if he needed any of the weapons out of that bitch, but that's it. I don't know. I don't think he needs any of those weapons, right? You
Mm,
don't need to take anything out of there, but other than that, you just sell the rest.
all right, yeah, there's a lot being sold. So
Yeah, we should just sell the rest and then split the gold 5, 6, whatever,
Yeah.
how many ways.
Dave already told me. Dave already told me whatever whatever he ends up with. He already told me what he's doing with it. So
Yeah, we're just banking the shit out of it. Yeah, we got nothing. There's not even anything to buy in town for us. Just hold
there,
on
there,
to it.
there, there is. This is. I mean, there's the stuff that I listed, but there's also a
Uh,
75%. There's also a 75% chance that anything under 1300 is there also. So like if somebody was looking
hmm,
for I don't know, Pilker resistance +1, which is 1,000, so it's under that 1300, there's a 75% chance that there's one in town to purchase. Um,
gotcha.
a plus one weapon costs 2 grand, so you're not gonna find one of those in town.
Yeah,
You have to
nah, I
go
think
you
I'm
have to
just
go to
gonna
a
save it to
have
the
to go
next
to a
time.
have to go to a
I'm just gonna
bigger
save it.
a bigger
Yeah,
settlement for something like that or some
I,
treasure
I,
hunting, but
I already know. I'm just gonna end up saving it, clocking it. Fuck it.
yeah. That's how
I
that'll
just
work.
good though.
So, there's quite a number of like useful magic items or alchemical items which Waylon can craft, so he can save a lot of money, crafting alchemical items that the
Oh, I
people
already
would
know.
like to have.
Uh,
All right, guys. GG's. Great
But
game.
all right,
GG's tonight, man. You
have a
should
good
have let
one.
me shoot his hand off, bro. How much would I, if I'd have hit it with all 3 of those shots, I'd have took his hand off.
I think if it was like a critical hit,
Uh,
I think it would have shot the hand off, but
mm,
it just heavily wounded it.
mm,
It's hard to pull off those cold shots. Plus, the rules are if the attack is a touch attack, it has to be a regular attack because of like the amount of precision involved. Um,
gotcha,
turns the touch
gotcha.
attack into a
So,
regular
so
attack.
it count,
So
it's a
yeah,
regular attack.
when you made
Ah,
that called shot attack, I had to count it as a regular attack. It wasn't a touch
gotcha,
attack.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Shit, I made it though.
yeah. I mean, call shots they're tough to pull off, but the payoff is, if you manage to get it off,
Yeah,
can
yeah,
can
it's
be
pretty
can, can
big.
be can be devastating.
And he was fucked up.
All right, but all right, catch you all later on WhatsApp.
Shit, yeah.